Hello, everyone, and welcome to our actual play of Little Fears for SAFeCon 2020. I have a great cast with me today, but before I get them to introduce themselves, SAFeCon, Save Against Fear 2020 is powered by Gehenna Gaming. We are raising money for the Bodhana Group. It's a great cause. We have the donations up above. Please donate. We've already smashed our original goal of $1,000, and we are nearing completion to 3,000. Our new goal of 5,000. So please, if we can even get a little donations here and there, if we can get to, even like 3,000 or 2,700 today during this stream, oh, that would be awesome and amazing. I'm super proud. But before I explain the game and what we're getting into today, I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves. Starting with ye old Wes, and then continuing clockwise.
Hi guys, it's me, Wes Franks, also known as Brother Wes. I am the creator of Carrying Comfort Studios. I've been on a bunch of stuff here with Gehenna Gaming. I'm always happy to be back, happy to be able to contribute some time here to SAFeCon. Do I say who I'm playing?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Today I'm going to be playing age 11 Linus Woodson. He's the self-processed leader of the friend group. I usually call the shots, and I'm usually the first one to arrive and the last ones to leave. But that's not because I'm like super cool or anything like that. It's just so I got just my mom at home, and sometimes it's kind of sad there.
All right. And we're going to go to playing our BL. Why don't you introduce yourself to everyone?
Hi, I am Nyxx, commonly known as Nyxx the Gnome Vampire, especially over in the Gehenna Gaming Discord. I am playing the sluggish BL, that child athletic prodigy, a lot of pressure on my shoulders. No biggie. I can handle. I can handle. Yeah. And she's about 11 years old. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Should be fun.
Awesome. And then, going on down the line, playing the very charming and wonderful Aisha. Why don't you give us an introduction?
Hey guys, name is Devin Poor. Memnock on the Discord server for Gehenna Gaming, based in the Boston area. I'm playing Aisha Salam, 10-year-old little sweetheart, and looking forward to diving into all of her fears.
Awesome. And last but certainly not least, we have Donald. Give us an introduction.
I am Jay Thornton. I am one unbeating heart on Gehenna, or you can find me on Twitter as well on that. I am playing Donald Strode. I am a 10-year-old. I am all about the comics, especially my favorite hero, who's Ultra Knight, who takes on villains that might come up later in the game. But yeah, he's all about saving his friends and being the hero.
Awesome. And today, I'm Nick. I'm your associate from Gehenna Gaming. I'm the stream producer over there, and I'm also going to be your GM today. And tonight we are playing a very great system that is near and dear to my heart, known as Little Fears. Little Fears was released back in, I want to say 2001. No, yeah, 2001. Or so very long ago. It's been redone a few times. Awesome system about seeing childhood terror through the eyes of a child. We have decided to have a very spooky and terrifying tale for you today. Make no doubt about it, despite us playing kids, we will not be pulling back. Just letting you know right now, content warning for violence and gore descriptions in this, plus some matters that might be a little bit hard for some people to stomach or just think about. So if you ever feel uncomfortable at all, go ahead, put your oxygen mask on, maybe take a little break from the stream. I hold nothing against you for it. But for those that are sitting tight in eager anticipation, let's waste no more time and get into Little Fears, the one night at Andy's. All right. So, one night at Andy's actually does not take place, does not start at night. As we open up to our first scene where all you are in, You're in your gang's clubhouse that you have deemed so fit. And what really is a clubhouse is an old shack in the back of in the backyard of Donald's family's house. And what was once your fortress of solitude is really just, this old shed that you've kind of thrown all the stuff out, put a few chairs in there, made it a little bit more cozy with blankets and pillows, brought your old little campfire heater in there, and had Donald specifically keeping a lot of his comic books kind of scattered around, which is usually a meeting about. Usually the clubhouse is a place of comfort, of friendship, of all of you together. But today is not really about that. Unfortunately, there is a fifth member of yours not here. Jackie, as she's known around the area, has gone missing. The latest in a string of child disappearances. Some people some people think it might be kidnapping. Some people might think they're runaways. Evidence has been very sparse and none too forthcoming. Jackie is the fourth victim in the line of this mysterious disappearances. All gone within relatively small windows of time, usually on their way home from school or other popular places. The house, which you used to always frequent whenever you had Jackie with you or whenever you went to go pick up Jackie to go play outside, has been empty for the last few days. Jackie's parents have been vigorously searching for her, spending most of their time down at the police station or on the move. The only times you caught glimpses of them in the last few days has been their tired eyes, bags under it, and the look of terror and just crushing despair. But even before the kidnappings, Jackie had been, to your knowledge, a little off. She had been more quiet, distant, vigorously writing down in her journal every time you've seen her, not wanting to go out and play as much anymore. Jackie was also always known to be more of a enigmatic figure in your friends group, always relying on puzzles and riddles to kind of get her point across. And it just kind of feels like her disappearance to you might just be one really messed up puzzle that you have yet to solve. And that's where we start in the clubhouse with all of you. So we begin.
Linus is sitting at around. I guess there's I imagine one of those those spool of cables that power companies have, the wooden spools, but it's been turned on its side to be a table, and Linus is sitting on a milk crate around it and just kind of looking at everybody and being so the adults, they're not able to do anything. They've been looking this whole time and they've not been able to find any of the kids. Now Jackie's gone. Maybe we should do something.
I just keep trying to think of what Ultra Knight would do, try to figure out where Jackie could be. And Donald starts fingering through one of the latest issues of the comic that's on the table, not really paying attention.
She kind of just starts tapping the table, and look of frustration on her face. I don't know who's doing this, but I swear if I find them, I'm gonna take a baseball bat to their head and treat it like a baseball. It's just gonna be like that.
It sounds messy.
Yeah, exactly. They deserve it for taking our friend.
I think maybe we should do a step-by-step process. I like the fire. I like it a lot. It's great. It's wonderful. It's very constructive for a later date, but that's long term. I think we need to think more of short term, like in the now. Like maybe figuring out where the last place Jackie was seen or something.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
There's nothing that's
let's
out
start
of
there.
place. There's nothing that's out of place in the shed, right?
No.
Here?
With the only thing out of place, to your dismay, is really the absence of Jackie, who would never have missed a meeting like this.
And Jackie's journal's not in the shed, correct?
No. Jackie's journal would either be, from your knowledge, probably at her house, or maybe school.
Well, nobody's really been at her house in a while. Maybe we go break into her room.
Are you saying that we break in?
Yeah.
Like sneak in?
But
Yeah.
only bad guys sneak in.
I've snuck into her house before.
It's not
I mean,
very
is it-
hero-like.
But is it not? We're just gonna sneak in to try to find clues to try to find out where she's at.
Right, and it's
Yeah.
not like her parents have been home. They've been busy doing their own things to try to help her, so I think we should help her too. I don't think we should let this stop us.
I'm for this. Yep.
All right. Well, Linus, what do you think?
I think, Donald, that Ultra Knight would say the same thing. That even if you're doing a bad thing, if it's for a good thing, then it's okay. What does he say all the time? For the greater good, right?
For the greater good.
Mm-hmm. And you just keep on being that moral compass, okay?
All right. I guess let's go to her house.
All right, so you want to pack up and start heading to Jackie's house?
Yeah, I grab all the essentials and put them in my backpack. My dad's old lighter. Make sure that's in my pocket. And then a couple Capri Suns. Pop those bad boys in there. And then some, sour
Big
punch
Newt
straw.
bars.
Yes,
Big
yes,
Newton
of
bars.
course.
Yeah.
How could I forget? And I grabbed the pack of Fig Newton bars that have been half eaten already, and they're
Yeah.
probably getting stale. And I'm like, okay, anything else?
Well, Donald's throwing in his Ultra Knight mask and his science camp hat in his bag. A couple of the latest articles or comics of Ultra Knight. And of course, he found, a Reese's to throw in there too.
I feel like BL is carrying around one of her prized baseball bats from when she goes out to games, just to have it in case somebody needs to be hit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
that's totally happening.
Specifically the one that you've etched in, that BL's etched in Little Slugger on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
A,
intense.
a nickname that BL's dad has definitely given her a few times.
Yeah.
And stuck with. Okay. So you all gear up, as it were. Linus carrying all the food and snacks, and you start heading over to straight over to Jackie's house. Do you have bikes? Are you just walking over there? What would be your method of transportation?
I imagine that Linus has a skateboard. It's not a really great one. It's one of those cheap ones that you probably get at Walmart, but
Donald's definitely on his bike.
Okay, bike, skateboard. What about Aisha and BL?
Well, BL has a baseball bat in one hand, so a bike is probably not in the question, unless she rides one-handed.
You could say you have like a backpack if you want to tuck
Sure.
the baseball.
She does
bat in.
that and grabs her bike. Yeah.
Aisha probably has like a little scooter.
Okay. And then, Donald, are you changing yours from a bike? Are you? I don't know. I saw the message. I don't know if that was you were.
No, that was just for options if people needed it.
All right. So this mismatched convoy of children and their childlike vehicles just go strolling down the street. It's a little bit after school, like it's a Thursday afternoon, and definitely you get a little like weird stares here and there. You know that everyone that leaving the Donald's house might be a little bit of issue because you don't want like Donald's parents to see you guys leaving because everyone's kind of got everyone on lockdown now because of what's happened, especially with being so close to home. So who is leading?
Well, I guess that'll just be me, you know?
Okay, so we're gonna do the first roll of the game to see if you can get everyone out of there
Okie dokie.
without out issue.
All right.
So everyone can make this check, but it's gonna be Linus's depending on what happens. So Linus is the leader, everyone's kind of aiding, but you're all gonna roll it as normal. So let's go ahead and say, give me a move. Yeah, give me a move roll plus any quality or traits that might be good here.
I think that my quality of the leader of the group would help with
Okay.
this.
I can keep quiet on my feet. Would that be a good one to use here?
You're trying to sneak. So yeah.
So
You would add for BL, you would roll your move, which is 4, correct?
Mhm.
And then you would add a +2 to the final roll.
+2.
Yep.
Oh, I thought I said +3. Okay.
Oh no, maybe it's plus. Yeah, it is +3. I'm sorry.
Okay. Roll the things.
I guess I can also add a +3, right? Could I use can think of interesting solutions?
Yeah. So how's Donald approaching this then?
I'm just trying to figure out like what Ultra Knight would do like to help solve this problem, where to best start, and where I could look for clues or what clues.
Okay, yeah, we could say the idea of like you deciding to go to Jackie's place will help it into getting it there. Okay, cool. So you're gonna add a +3 to your total roll. So everyone roll their dice pool. Aisha, are you doing anything with yours?
Yes. So I'm gonna use my third quality. I'm good at running away.
All right, perfect.
And my running shoes as well.
Okay, so your running shoes is gonna give you an extra dice pool, and then the good at running away quality is going to give you +3 to the total roll. So everyone roll their pools, and then pick out the 3 highest dice, and then add those together.
Okay.
All right, Ben, what did you get? Or Linus, what did you get?
I got trip 5s. That's a 15.
15. Okay, and then you're also using leader of the group, so it's going to go to a 17, which is that's a huge passing grade. What you needed to beat was a 9. What did everyone else get?
I got 17 as well. No. Yes. Sorry. 14 plus 3. Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna add additional 17. So every the way that it works is you get passing grades. So every 3 points over what is needed is 1 passing grade. So Linus for rolling a 17 got success, but a 2 passing grade.
Mhm.
BL, you're gonna add an additional 2, so it's a 4 passing grade. Aisha, what'd you get?
I got a 21.
Wow. Oh. Okay then. Alright. So
I'm really good at running away.
So you're gonna give an additional 4 passing grade, and then
I'm keeping count.
Yeah, and then what'd you get, Donald?
18.
18. So another 3, just about. Wow. Okay. So
11 passing grades.
You nuke that check, and in doing so, I'm gonna even say like you can. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions, and you just I'm gonna go around, and you just tell me what you do, and it just happens. All right. So we're gonna start, Donald. If the parents were to check for you in the shed, what precautions have you set up or have you done to make sure that they don't realize you've gone missing?
Set up a couple devices, like the heater's still on, and set up a device that just accidentally like falls over and makes some noise here or there.
Okay, so you kind of jury together your own noisemaker system.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. All right, Aisha, because you're trying to move stealthily over to Jackie, so I wouldn't require an additional roll to get to Jackie's without being noticed. How do you get to Jackie's without being seen by anyone?
Because I am so naturally affluent. I've use that ability over time to understand the comings and goings of adults in a certain area and how they tend to act on a natural basis, what they would normally be doing on a Thursday afternoon, and use that to help navigate the group and be like, oh, no, Mrs. So-and-so is going to come around the block in like 10 seconds, so let's wait here for a moment.
Awesome. So yeah, you kind of just weave in and out of these time periods where, like, 'cause, Ice is very observant of all these things, and you're able to kind of just cruise down the street and no one sees you. But even more so, no one's going to be really looking for you for a while, hopefully. BL, what's going on right now that's distracting, other than the obvious, like the kidnappings? What's been going on right now that has most of the adults distracted?
Like something she's done, or
Oh no, it can be anything. You're adding back narrative into this world now because of all these successes.
what is keeping them distracted?
Like, it can be an event, it could be something happening, could be like there's a storm going on, it could be anything.
Sure, let's go with the oncoming storm.
All right, the clouds are getting dark. The sky is mottling. The sun is slowly starting to kind of fade away as it's being blocked out. There is a storm coming, which will perfectly set up future events later that I'm sure won't have any bearing or issues whatsoever. And then Linus, you go ahead and you give me a straight up advantage. What is something you immediately notice when you get to Jackie's place?
So when we get there, and we kind of like gather in like the storm drain that's outside the house, that's like a little bit, like I imagine it's a little bit lower than the yard. Kind of looking at it, we noticed that the house has been so deserted for the past couple of days because the parents are out searching for it, that that like there's even like some windows that are slightly opened because it was a nicer day a couple days ago, so it was for like a breeze to go through the house and like do like, so like we don't even have to deal with like a locked door or anything like that because there's already some windows that are open.
Awesome. Now, is it an open window on the second floor, I would assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you come around to the side of Jackie's house. You're not even at the front door. You manage to sneak in through people's backyards to the street. I'm guessing you all just drop your bike somewhere, or your scooter?
Donald definitely hides his bike out back so no one notices. Yeah.
Put the skateboard on my backpack, like in between. It's got I'm like one of those cool kids that has like the straps that hold skateboards on their backpacks that aren't that cool.
Yeah,
I've also got Heelys.
BL hides her bike along with Donald, and then takes out the baseball bat, putting it in her hand, and just like ready
to break into something, and then you notice the open window. And you're like,
yeah.
I was really hoping we got to smash some windows today.
Man, she's got a lot of pressure on her. She just wants to hit something.
I mean,
hey, it's being a kid sometimes. And Aisha.
Yeah, Aisha folds up her scooter, and so it hides a little bit better, and finds some bushes to sort of tuck it underneath.
And there are conveniently some bushes and a very nice tree that's off to the side of Jackie's house. It's like one of those like suburb type places, normal, nothing goes wrong in suburbia. And you just kind of hide them all into the bushes. There's no one really around that sees you. And you're like, okay, we'll be pretty much safe. There are, as you know, a few entries into this house. It's just a normal, 2-story house of an attic, as far as you can tell. You've been over Jackie's before. And there's an open window, looks to be the bathroom window on the second floor. So what do you do?
Looking around. So we got to find out. We could probably climb that tree and try to shimmy on over there. Or if we can find like a rope or a chain or something. And he's kind of talking, like thinking out loud. He goes, we can tie it to the baseball bat. We can send the baseball bat in through the window and then pull it like some sort of grappling hook kind of thing. Or what we could do is we could definitely have somebody on lookout. We definitely need somebody on lookout just in case they come by and they're like, hey, what are you kids doing? And be like, oh, we're just doing something.
How about no on the baseball bat, and let me see what I can do. As she tucks her baseball bat and starts climbing the tree.
Okay, so you want to climb the tree? All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead, BL, and give me a. We're gonna say that's a move roll, but then you also have. Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to see if there's any pressures. All right, so that's just a straight up move roll.
Okay.
You know, if I was Ultra Knight, I could just fly up into the window and, go and unlock the front door for you guys.
Donald,
Come on.
you're not Ultra Knight, all right?
No, I know, but, come on, Ultra Knight.
He was.
It's just so cool. He could just fly up to the window.
So I had a I did have a 6, so I rolled it again and rolled another 1 to make that a 7, and add 17 again.
Okay, so what was your 3 dice? Just so I just get it all down.
5, 5, 6, and then I
Okay.
rolled the 6 again and got a 1.
Okay, cool. So 17. Yep. Awesome. Yeah. What climbing the tree is kind of a little bit of a harder task for most people, just because it's not like your traditional big trunk tree, but you make it happen. You kind of get
Careful,
your
BL.
footwork as she ascends up this tree and kind of gets to this branch. Now the branch doesn't go like immediately into the window. If you were to do it, you're about a good 7 feet up at this point. If you wanted to go for the window, you would need to get a little bit of a jump. Donald, you can go ahead and give me a think, and add your interesting solutions if you'd like.
So where's my interesting solutions? Is +3, so 11, 14, 15, 18.
Wow. Okay, awesome. Everyone's just nuking these checks. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm not changing my dice at all. I'm like, these are
Yeah.
the 3 magical
I'm
dice.
assuming at some point we'll run into a dice curse.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Yeah.
that's usually what happens. But hey, it's good. We start. All right. You're like, You're like Ultra Knight would just fly up there, but then your eyes kind of rest on the storm drain, the pipe that kind of goes up. You're just like, but Agent Kitty, he would just claw his way up there, climb it, and then safely shimmy over. It might be a little bit more of an easier climb than the tree. And then you kind of look up at the tree and you see BL is already up there and about to make this jump. So
Hold on. BL, hold on. Let me try something first. And so I'm gonna try to shimmy up the storm drain.
Okay, go ahead and give me a move check yourself.
But
And
I
then-
can make it.
Yeah, hold on. This might be a little safer.
And I'll let you add your interesting solutions as well with it, because this is a result of your plan.
10, 12. 12 is 13, 16.
Okay, yeah. You kind of take a deep breath because you've never really climbed like this before or attempted this.
It's really nervous, but definitely grappling on for dear life.
You imagine you're scaling.
I'm behind him, like,
Oh, Dom,
Don't
be
worry,
careful.
Agent
Dom,
Kitty's
Dom,
got it.
Be careful.
Great climber.
I just like, don't fall. I'll
Who
catch
the
you.
frick is Agent Kitty?
Yeah, see?
What are you doing, man? I got this. All I got.
No,
is
I got it. Come on, watch. I'm a lot closer to the window. And
difference is cats.
Donald
land on
gets to
their
the
feet.
top and starts then shimmying over to the window. Like, see, watch. Agent Kitty's claws, really stuck to the wall.
Hey, I got this. Can you keep your eyes out for adults or something?
When you're up here though, I want you to go ahead and give me specifically. I just want to double check what it is. If it's anything else. Yeah, go ahead and give me a fear check. As you look down and you are a few, a good amount of feet.
Is fear.
So you can either use care or think. So it's either a think or a
Oh,
care
right.
check.
Oh, care, I think. Which one? Care is 3. Think. Let's go with think. That's better.
Okay.
All right, and then it is 6, 10, and there's no bonuses to that, correct?
Not for that, no.
Okay, so just a 10 then.
Okay, that's still more than enough to get through. The average is, I believe, it's a 9. Yeah, so
Hey,
yeah.
high up here.
Yeah, you, for a second, you're like, oh no.
Oh my God.
I'm high up, but then, and you start to even think, you think of that moment when Agent Kitty's trying to sneak in and break into this huge skyscraper that he's just balancing over the edge of the entire skyline, and then you take a breath, you're like, well, if he could do it, so can I. And you're heart rate starts to slow a little bit more, and you're able to shimmy over into the window.
This is
That
making
being
me
said,
itchy.
BL, if you want to make the jump for it, you're more than welcome to.
Is it like is the branch like she's standing on it?
Yeah, so you would make a jump from the branch to it. So
Could she take a step back and do like a leap? Because what I'm picturing is her stopping and thinking for a moment, using her baseball knowledge, be like, okay, if I do this like run, it's almost like a slide maneuver, but you're jumping,
okay,
and
you wanna be like, okay, you're good, like it's like run the bases, you know.
yeah,
Okay, I definitely think that's something you could do. So yeah, you can go ahead and use your I know how to run the bases quality. So go ahead
Okay.
and give me a move roll.
Aisha's just like, can somebody unlock the back door now?
Are we getting to the window at the same time, basically? if
Oh
she
no,
jumps?
you definitely get into the window first
All right.
because BL's about to try to clear this thing. Like,
Well, then I wait for BL if I notice that BL is trying to run, in case I need to help catch.
14.
14, cool. It's let me just double check. It's a little bit tougher. Ooh, but you don't get any passing grades, but you succeed at it. So it definitely is a little bit tougher. You make a running start and you jump, and you manage to like it's not too far of a jump that like you slam into it, but you end up catching the ledge of yourself, and your little legs are like dangling off for a second.
I got you, BL. I got you. Come on up.
Linus takes out the skateboard and is trying his best to like reach up and try to push the skateboard under BL's feet, trying
BL's
to push.
like just dangling,
And
but-
Donald's definitely helping.
Yeah. Donald, you're able to basically get both hands on BL and basically fall back, pull her through the window.
See, I told you I could do it. It's fine.
I know. We both did it. Let's go do the door.
Yeah.
It'll be so much
Yeah,
easier
if
to
somebody
be able to-
unlocks the door, I'll be their best friend.
Linus just like leans against the wall outside the house and looks at Aisha and goes, "Why? Why? Why?"
Don't know. I think it's a jock thing.
So you unlock the back door. No one's home. You basically have your run of the place.
Yeah, the back door.
Go unlock the back door.
And then back door opens and you see smiling Linus and Aisha, maybe not so smiling.
See, guys, we could totally do it.
I told you
The
I could do
power
it.
of ancient kitty.
Sure, that.
You're thinking maybe there's more to Donald's comic book obsession than you originally thought.
Linus like walks through and kind of glares at BL, and then just kind of like stops, looks at Donald, and does the pat on his shoulder, just like a. Okay, I'm 11 years old. I just turned into a 50-year-old man. Almost had a conniption. Okie dokie.
You also just inflated
What's a
his ego.
conniption?
Yeah, I was just about to say
Conniption.
that. It's like, yeah, do you know what the word conniption means?
I don't. Yeah. Let's see. If
My
we can
grandma,
find
my grandma told me at one time. I don't know what it means either, but she said it's a bad thing.
It's provocative.
Is it a swear?
Conniption. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, let's go look in Jackie's room.
So, Aisha, you lead the group up to Jackie's room. Or if anyone else wants to investigate anything out, like any other room, you can go ahead and do so.
I do have a pretty good quality called I've got an eye for the little things.
Okay, cool. So, are you going to start in the room, in Jackie's room?
Yeah, I think start in Jackie's room and then kind of make our way throughout. I mean, leave no stone unturned.
Okay. Walking into Jackie's room is almost like a little heartbreaking for the four of you. The covers are still slightly undone. Some of Jackie's stuff is still kind of splayed out on the floor. It looks like her parents haven't really touched anything since she's last left, probably for the police investigation. And it just feels like she was just here only like maybe like a few moments ago. That's how like kind of untouched it looks from her activities. And it's weird to say like it smells like Jackie, but like it just reminds you so much of her. And kind of why you're all doing this. If you want to investigate the room, go ahead and give me Give me a
Think.
think roll, yeah. A think roll.
So
would be good.
before I start, John's gonna put on his science camp hat and to give me a +1.
Okay.
So
BL's gonna close her eyes for a moment so she can do her thinking.
Okay, yeah. So you're using your you have a good trait for one of your bad qualities, which is you can think when you close your eyes for a bit. All right, so you're gonna concentrate for a little bit and go ahead and roll that. You're gonna reroll your lowest die.
So do I roll the number of dice or still do 4?
So you still do 4. You still for think.
Mm-hmm.
It's still you still only roll 2 for you because you're for BL. But you reroll the lowest die during the check though.
Cool.
I rolled a 20.
Okay, Aisha and Linus, what are you guys doing?
I'm probably taking out my compass before I look around because I know that the
Ooh.
compass doesn't point toward north. But I don't. Do I know what else the compass can do?
So the stuff I wrote on your sheet, that's what
Yep.
you believe the compass can do.
Okay.
So
I'm taking that out then with the intent to look around with that as well.
okay.
Um,
And did you want to reveal at this time what your compass can do?
yeah, so my compass can detect monsters.
So
Really?
Yeah, so we're gonna see if
It's so
there's
cool.
anybody lingering behind.
and then Linus, you're gonna be investigating as well. You said.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like checking around the baseboards and everything like that, trying to find loose floorboards and everything.
Okay.
My roll that I got first I got a 6 and a 2. I re-rolled the 2 for 3. I re-rolled the 6 to add a 5. So that's 11 plus 3. That's a 14 for thinking.
Awesome. Okay, so we have 14, a 20. What'd you get, Aisha?
I had 2 6s, and when I re-rolled them, I got a 1 and a 2. So I have a total of 15, I believe.
15. Awesome sauce. And then what'd you get, Linus?
I got a 13 total.
Okay, cool. So, Donald spots it pretty much right away when you're looking for it. For the rest of you, it does take you a few more moments, especially BL, because you have to actually like sit there and kind of like focus on everything for a second, like calm yourself down. But there seems to be an odd looking bulge coming out of one of the pillowcases on Jackie's bed from behind it, and you all kind of converge on it roughly about the same time. But it's Donald that gets into it first, sticking his hand, feeling past like the cushion, and pulling out this thin like composition notebook, which has like a few like drawings kind of dotted all over the cover, and in kind of big purple marker written on it, and a familiar handwriting. You see Jackie.
Journal. Definitely found it. She's been stuck in this a lot before, before she disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Donald.
Let's see what's in it.
All right. You think you feel a little guilty for a moment because you're like, oh, it's never nice to read someone's like diary
But
or
it's
journal.
for the greater good.
For the greater good, like Ultra Knight would say.
So we're only going to look at the past few entries anyway. It's not like we're reading the entire thing.
So, as you read through the entries, in like typical like obviously sentence structure that like an 11-year-old would write in, Jackie seems to be scared of something. You're reading and she's talking about like a nightmare that she keeps having, where she's walking around in a building that she's never been in before. And every time the nightmare gets close to the end, she's always being chased by something big, that she's only gotten a few looks at. One of the things that she notes is that she always hears like metal grinding, and she tries to draw from her memory at one point what it looks like, and it kind of looks like some sort of like cat thing. Jackie isn't the best artist.
Is this Agent Kitty?
That's really kind of thinks you're like, oh, is this Agent Kitty? Like, but it doesn't look quite like Agent Kitty. There's not the features that you recognize from the comic book don't really feel like that too much. And then the last entry in it talk about that they saw their nightmare when they are awake at the window at one point, and that they know where to go, and they're going to go to that place to stop this nightmare. Now,
Did you try to do it alone? She didn't ask us.
Right?
Without us.
Rude much.
I mean, it's not rude, but like, you gotta rely on us, right? Like we're a team.
Come on. Superheroes always work together.
So what would be an old building in town that Jackie would never have been in before and would likely have the sound of grinding metal?
The old steel mill in town?
So, as Aisha, you're looking at the compass. It's kind of going all around the place, like it doesn't have a correct bearing. So you probably get the idea that maybe you're okay for now. But as you're kind of following it around as it does, and just kind of looking around, you find you kind of put the compass on the desk, and you notice that underneath like the holder where Jackie would hold all her pencils on her desk, there's something written, like etched into the desk.
Okay, I move the pencil holder
It
so
just
I can read.
as you move it over, someone's like really roughly with like a pen or something has written 7th birthday on the desk.
Has written what?
7th birthday.
7th birthday.
You recognize it in Jackie's handwriting.
Where was Jackie's 7th birthday?
Well, I mean,
Maybe that's what it means.
I was there. I know I was there.
I mean, we all were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
For some reason, as you all think about Jackie's 7th birthday, you all remember being there and remember like eating pizza and like cutting cake, but you don't remember where it was at for some reason.
Can I make a think roll on it at all?
You could try, yeah.
Yeah.
No, BL's gonna start rummaging around, trying to see if she could find anything near the window, by the desk. She's just rummaging all over. She's not
Okay.
really caring if she's making a mess. She's just looking for
I'll say
anything.
with your investigation roll that you did before, you could see that it looks like there's scuff marks on the window to her room,
Mhm.
where it looks like maybe she stepped out of, or like climbed out of. You also notice Jackie's backpack is gone too.
I got a 19 on a roll to try to think of where the birthday was.
As hard as you can look and like think and like where was his birthday, it's like almost weird. It kind of reminds you of like the villain of Dr. Amnesia, how he would use that against that one issue of Ultra Knight and make Ultra Knight forget. It almost feels like that. Like you can't remember as much as you can, but you think to yourself, well, they definitely took pictures of them, of everyone at the party, and like your parents might know where the birthday was, even if you don't.
Yeah, but I don't want to let them know that we're looking.
Like they're in your head, like there definitely are like a few ways you could probably find out where this birthday was.
Backpack's
Any-
gone.
Are there any
Out the
pictures in the
window.
room?
Pictures of Jackie, but none specifically through her 7th birthday, of her birthday parties.
Do you
Her
think
parents probably have it in a photo album in the house, though.
I was gonna say like a scrapbook or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go downstairs to like their living room
Mm-hmm.
and look for like a family photo album on a coffee table or something.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another think check to observe.
Yeah, she's not great at this. Oh, not that bad apparently. 17.
Awesome. Yeah, you find the sucker easily. You're like, oh, it's underneath the coffee. It's like in the coffee table shelf, and it's, you know, as you flip through, you see like, if you all huddle around, I'm guessing you all follow Aisha, or you start. Okay.
Yeah.
You're flipping through and you see like, you know, when Jackie was born, such and such. You see pictures of you guys from preschool. Really nice trip down memory lane. And as you're flipping through the photos, you get a feeling of like dread, and you're not sure why. Like, it just feels weird flipping through these photos. But eventually you get to the year, like, that's like, they're all they're like, you get to about the age where you think it would be her birthday, and you can clearly see a picture of all of you standing in front of a table with like a lot of pizza and like cake and all these snacks, all smiling. The photo is very faded, and it just gives you the heebie-jeebies. And it says underneath, scribbled in, you know, Jackie's 7th birthday, and very clearly behind you on a banner, behind you in the photo, you see the words, Andy's Funporium. Which
I'm terrified of any place called the Funporium.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Which you remember pretty much. You're like, it's starting to come back to you. Like, oh yeah, like that place closed down a little while ago, about like 2 years ago. It went out of business, and it's kind of like on the outskirts of town. But that used to be a really popular place for all of you, like in terms of holding birthday parties. You know, it's like got an arcade in it.
It's like a Chuck E. Cheese kind of place?
Yeah, like
it's a second-rate Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
Charles
Chuck E.
Edward Cheeses. Yeah. Oh no, I see what you're doing, Nick. Oh, great.
I don't know if you like. I mean, I felt like it was pretty obvious what this game is called, like the title of the center.
Okay, well, I'm an old man, but okay, I see what you're doing.
Charles Edward Cheese. That's the original Chuck E. Cheeses.
Oh God, yeah. I think Linus has like wartime flashbacks of just like a brain blast of like somebody peeing in the ball pit, him losing to a how do I say this without getting too copyrighty? Prepubescent samurai tortoises.
Also, thank you, Tom Murray, for the donation. I just saw that. Appreciate you.
Oh wow, yes, thank you. Getting us close. But yeah, playing arcade games and losing, and then having some kind of like giant animal suit guy going to him, and it's just like Linus is just having one of these moments, like
So creepy.
It's a primal fear that you didn't know that you were afraid of until the trauma. Probably.
I have that fear. I have a fear of mascots, Nick.
Oh, you were talking about yourself. I thought you were talking about
no, I'm having that fear, but also Linus is having that fear too.
All right, I think we're going to second-rate Chuck E. Cheese.
Charles Edward Cheeses.
Charles Edward Cheeses, please. He's grown now.
I didn't think Chuck E. Cheese is still around anymore.
He was called Chuck in high school, all right? He's Charles now. All right, he's got his degree.
There's still at least one in my town, so.
Respect the man's growth. The rats.
I can Uber Eats a pizza from there right now if I wanted to.
Oh my! Why would you want to?
I don't know. I might just do it.
I do distinctly remember that pizza being pretty good. But getting back to the the stuff at hand.
Right. So let's get out of here, guys, and let's go over to the Funporium.
Even saying that word seems to like.
Funporium.
Yeah, it does not feel nice at all.
Linus is gonna take the photo of all of us and is gonna take it and tuck it into a pocket.
Smart. Guys, considering that we broke into their place, can we also run around and close all the windows before the storm hits?
That is a good idea.
There was only the one window open.
Well, you also
Well, we
open the
should
window in
check them
Jackie's
all.
room. To
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go
Aisha
ahead,
runs upstairs and starts closing and checking all the windows upstairs.
go ahead and make the bed too.
BL is 100%.
You know what?
Oh, I'm
Well,
not that sweet.
Well, we're in Jackie's room. The one last thing I check, I'm like, is there anything in the closet? Because monsters always hide in the closet.
Immediately pull out the lighter. Say monster.
Yeah, you go into the closet and you kind of almost step back in fear for a moment because you think there's a figure in there, but it's just a very old jacket. But you look at it, you realize, oh, this is Jackie's like X-Men variant jacket. I'm like, whatever the X-Men are in this world. It's like almost looks like an army jacket, but like it has like all the pouches and stuff like that, and then the emblem of like the superhero team on it. This used to be a favorite of Jackie's, and maybe it might bring you some good luck later on.
Awesome. If nobody objects, I'll throw that on and I'll be Asian Sparks Girl.
BL is in the kitchen.
All right, you're in the kitchen. Cool. As you're all like cleaning up and what are you doing in the kitchen? Are you making yourself a sandwich? Are you grabbing some food?
She's
Ooh.
looking for see if there's soda in the fridge.
There is soda in the fridge, and there also is a cookie jar high up on the refrigerator that you can't reach just yet.
She doesn't want a cookie. She just wants soda. More caffeine, the
Asian
better.
Kitty could get those cookies.
You'll climb a storm drain in a tree, but you're not going to climb a refrigerator for cookies? Get out of the way. I go, and I'm going to climm up the refrigerator and grab the,
I don't want a cookie.
snacks
I
if
just
the,
want
the
soda.
fucking jar of cookies.
There's Oreos inside.
Perfect.
Oreos, are they double stuffed?
Look, you know
No,
what?
but they're triple stuffed.
Oh, yeah, you know
Okay,
what?
now
Oreos.
BL wants some cookies. Now
No,
BL
no. You don't get these cookies until after. These are for Jackie, not for you.
As you're arguing in
Yeah,
the
put them in the
kitchen,
backpack.
and like Linus is like, I feel like Linus is like on top of the fridge, like just holding the jar of
Yeah,
cookies.
just holding the jar. I'm like, no, not for you. They're for Jackie when we find Jackie, all right?
Give me a cookie.
BL, you're being a real ass.
Aisha, you hear the because you're
bird.
from the back. You hear the key in the front door start to turn.
Oh shit, parents are back.
Oh shit,
Get out of here!
You said
We
shit
gotta get
too?
out.
Okay, just like panic run.
Grabs a soda, runs.
Just
Grabs the triple stuffed Oreos and runs.
all right.
No, they're not. Oh god.
So, are you just trying to get out the back door? Or are you trying to run upstairs and get out the window?
Oh, get out the
Get
back
out
the
door.
back
It's
door.
closest.
Back door.
Yeah, like the back door. That's always.
And I make sure I close it just as like they close the front door.
Oh, you try to do that? That's you know what? I don't even want to make you roll for that. You just do that. That's a good idea. You just like, and you kind of hear inane chatter. Seems to be really worrying. A little bit of yelling as well, as definitely tensions are high, probably between Jackie's parents. And you kind of step out, and you're
Close,
outside.
guys.
Real close.
Fine. Let's go to the Funporium.
Say it like that.
Right, the Funporium.
Stop encouraging him. He's gonna keep doing it.
Okay.
Just ignore it.
Every time someone donates at least $1, I'll make Jay say Funporium in that voice.
I think that people might pay more to make him stop saying it.
But like,
Whatever
I could totally,
incentive, whatever
I could totally
incentive.
see Creep Girl hanging out at the Funporium.
Ah. I'm gonna grab my skateboard and I'm gonna just push Mongo down the street.
BL's gonna down her, so she's riding her bicycle with one hand, like drinking her soda.
You crush it in your hand, you
Degenerate.
just chuck it off.
Yep.
Children. Monsters.
And you start taking off down the street towards the where you assume the Funporium is, and then kind of midway, Funporium. Midway, probably Donald gets the thought like, "Hey, do you guys know where the Funporium is? Where Andy's is?" And you're like, "I don't know where Andy's is. You didn't even remember this place until like 20 minutes ago, maybe."
I have no idea. Like,
Wait,
Any of us? Have
Maybe we should
cell
look for a
phones?
map. Maybe we should look for a map.
Do,
Or
do any of us have a cell phone?
Um,
So-
yeah, it's modern. It's 11. Yeah, everyone's like, do 11-year-olds have cell phones? I didn't have cell phone at 11, but I don't know.
even
my
if
iPad.
even if 11-year-olds have cell phones, I'm poor. I got a single mom.
We're gonna say for the fun of this, you don't have cell phones. You're not those
Okay.
type of kids that need cell phones yet.
Why don't we go to the grocery/convenience store? I'm sure that they have information on tourist traps like the Funporium.
That's a great idea, Aisha. You could probably talk to him.
Yeah, go find out where the Funporium is.
Donald, you gotta stop that. Shh. He almost made me cuss again.
All right, so we'll go to like the local drugstore,
Yeah.
and everybody will wait outside, and I'll go in and ask where the Funporium is.
Wanna
As
get
you
some cigarettes?
you walk into your like local CVS, Walgreens, whatever pharmacy. Oh, well, it's a suburb, so it's like probably a small mom and pop pharmacy. You see Mrs. Ross, the woman that runs it. You know, a little bit of an elderly woman, but she knows who you are. She goes, "Oh, Aisha, what do you need?
Um,
Some
I was
candy?"
trying to remember where this fun place was that I went on a friend's birthday party, and I was trying to figure out where it is. Can you help me? Can you tell me where Andy's Funporium is?
Oh, Andy's that place it's been closed down for years. Why would you want to go there?
I'm not gonna actually go there. I just want to remember where it is. I'm trying to work on my local geography.
Go ahead and give me a speak roll.
All right.
Thumbs up to Aisha. That's a big word. Could use some vocabulary.
Oh, that was terrible. So there's our dice curse right there. I only rolled a 6.
All right, you can add even with the +2 from Charmer. She's like,
Okay,
does your well, it's just a +2 add, so it's 8.
gotcha.
So she doesn't look so. She's like, do your parents know you're out here? Shouldn't you be like all that stuff that's going around? Shouldn't you be at home, like under supervision? What are you doing outside? It's a big storm.
I have 30 minutes until the curfew that my parents gave me.
You know, you should be careful. He's like, I heard that sweet girl down the street went missing. Really terrible
yeah,
thing.
that's my friend Jackie. I'm trying to remember where we had her birthday. That's why I'm asking.
Give me one more speak roll. As you're just kind of wiggling this out. You could add your tall tale quality if you'd like. Because you're just kind of lying.
Okay. That's much better. 21.
Awesome. Maybe it's the fact that now she feels kind of like bad for you, or maybe that you brought up like Jackie missing. Maybe it's just that you've had this conversation with her probably a million times and know how to navigate around Mrs. Ross's words. But she goes, "Oh, okay." She's like, "All right, so do you She starts laying out for you. She tells you, she's like, "Oh, it's on the outskirts of town. If you just head down the street, do a cut through the expressway, just right across of it. It's gonna be right there in the parking lot where the old strip mall used to be."
Oh, okay, that's where it is. Thank you.
Okay, be careful. Don't go going there. Okay, it's no place for children.
I won't go there. I promise. Pinky swear.
All right. She bids you. She kind of like looks around, let's see if no one's looking, and she hands you like a Snickers.
Yay! Thank you.
You're like, I'm
I
in
hope
sixth
you have a
grade.
good rest of your shift.
I will.
Go home early. Go home early.
I try. All right, Aisha, have a good one.
Bye.
And Aisha exits with a little bit of a happier look on her face and a Snickers in hand.
Achoo.
Guys, I'm gonna get so sugar high.
Linus is just quietly trying to do a kickflip in the parking lot.
BL's already caffeine plus sugar, and kind of just
Yeah, so I mean, if we're already hopped up on sugar, then let's.
Me another
skedaddle.
Oreo, Linus.
Let's
Stop hogging them.
Skedaddle before somebody realizes where we're actually going.
The
I
Oreos,
just lied my little butt off.
the Oreos aren't for anybody but Jackie.
I want an Oreo. Come on, stop
Oreo.
hogging
If
them.
she's missing, she's gonna be hungry. Okay.
Yeah, you can have a Fig Newton. You're not missing. You save the Oreos for Jackie.
A big moon for people that don't go missing.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a quote from Donald Trump?
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh wait, we have 10. Joe, Big Dad just donated $10. Uh-oh.
For the Funporium.
The Funporium. We gotta head off to the Funporium.
You sound just like this woman that used to live beside me like a couple apartments ago that I lived in. That was just like she smoked too much, but she also had like a higher pitched voice. So she'd say like,
strikes.
Funporium.
We're going to the Funporium.
No, she smoked Virginia Slims.
Oh man.
All right, guys, we need to start to sneak over there.
Come on.
All right, so you start heading down the street to the making the somewhat long like travel time. Like it's gonna be like a 20-minute ride to the expressway.
Just gonna skateboard all over there.
Good thing I'm on
That's
my
what the
bicycle.
extra sugar's for.
So you have two methods of attack that you really should go down. You can go down the main street if you want, which means you might have a little bit trouble getting caught by people, or maybe like even moving across the cars. Or you could dip through the forest if you really wanted to. It would cover most of your tracks, but it's getting kind of dark now. It's about to get to nighttime soon.
We could totally do the forest. Come on, guys.
Oh, we've got it. We can do the
The
forest.
sun. Come on.
We don't.
We're here. We're superheroes. We aren't afraid of the dark.
All right, but only because I have my compass. We need to.
As long
look
as we
for
stay
monsters
together.
the entire time.
We have to stay together.
I've got us just in case.
I got something too. She pulls out a pin.
Okay, so you start heading through the forest, and like as soon as you take your first step, you feel something kind of like hit your face and on top of your head, and you realize, oh no, it's starting to rain. Those clouds are finally starting to set in.
Forest will provide some cover.
It's true.
Or hold my skateboard over my head.
It's
Basically,
dark.
well,
Like it's starting to get real dark real fast as you're kind of going through the forest. And something interesting about the forest, like it's kind of like he's kind of setting you off a little bit. Like normally you walk through the place, you can hear like the crickets and like the cicadas and like all the other like nighttime animals and stuff like that. But as of right now, you can't hear anything in this place as you're walking through.
Come on, guys. Let's keep going. There's nothing to worry about here.
Fine, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
perfect,
keeping
yeah.
an eye. I'm gonna keep an eye on my compass while we're walking.
A little difficult to intimidate, so I'm not afraid of the dark in the forest. On our way to the Funporium.
And it's quiet. I'm gonna start whistling a little bit, try to keep up morale. Whatever kids whistle nowadays, I don't fucking know.
They whistle that theme in Kill Bill when the nurse is going to kill what's her face. Yeah, that one.
All right.
Sorry. I
Um,
keep an eye out though while we're going through the forest. If there's anything moving around.
Okay, so Donald, keep watch on. You can go ahead and give me a think roll.
Do I notice anything on my compass?
Your compass actually is slowly starting to like, not that it's definitely pointing in a direction, but it's like keeping to one like region of the compass. Like it's going back and forth, but it's starting to like home in. Which I don't know,
Gotcha.
to you that might be more terrifying, or that's like actually starting to work.
I'm gonna point out that direction to the people so that they can keep watch. And maybe we
I got a
go just a
17.
little quicker.
Got my lighter ready.
In the distance, almost like you almost would have like missed it because of how just kind of still it seems to be standing. There's something, a big silhouette of some sort, like a big hulking beast. It's longer
Guys,
than it
guys.
is taller, so it's got to be something almost hunched on, but it's standing so perfectly still.
Guys, what is that over there?
And you
What is
see
that?
a silhouette of what appears to be a spine on its back.
A what on this back?
Like a spine.
Oh, all right.
Lighter in my
Let's
hand.
assume that it's a big bear, and keep going and try
I'm gonna
to
roll
stay
to see if it's a
away
bad
from
guy. Can I roll to see if it's a bad guy?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. That's think, right?
Yep, it's gonna be think, and then you can
Like plus
have-
2.
Yeah, you have the actual quality.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to fight. What is that?
7. That is 13.
You're like, huh?
I don't
It
know,
doesn't.
guys.
It doesn't inherently feel like a bad guy, but you're like, whatever it is, it's got like metal skin on it.
So yeah, that's a big no in my head.
But it's not like moving or anything, or maybe it's just waiting for you.
Is it between us and
Let's,
where we're
let's
going?
avoid it.
I'm gonna take initiative here as the de facto leader, and I'm going to hold up the old lighter, and I'm going to light it, and I'm going to start going, "Hey, get out of here! Get out of here!"
Give me 1 second. Uh-oh. Should be good now. Give me a... oh boy. Give me 1 second. Technical difficulties.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I had to,
I don't know which is worse, monster difficulties or technical.
or technical difficulties. You know what? A little bit of,
No. The fun poem is.
here, we'll keep the audio up. Mute everyone really quick. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. 2 minutes.
So,
The weather more because it's I'm in Florida.
Hey, we're back. That was a little bit of a toughie.
Ah.
We fixed everything though.
So scary.
it's a storm.
I hope you guys liked my my be right back screen, or my technical difficulties screen.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a tradition at Gehenna that we make one of those every time.
A goofy one.
Mm-hmm. It's the skeleton about to be eaten by the dog. Okay, so you're walking through the forest. So you're gonna hit the lighter and light up
Yeah.
the.
I don't know, man. Let's keep away from it.
If it's a bear, then you gotta make sure that you act bigger than it, okay? You gotta scare it away.
You gotta fight the bear.
It's true.
What if it's like a werewolf?
I don't give a frick if it's a werewolf, Don, like you said. We're superheroes.
I know.
As you turn the light on, you notice you kind of jump when you see its large eyes that seemingly like glow for a second as the light reflects off of it. It's kind of like matted grill with teeth with like leaves all stuck in it, and its metal is like almost like a faded red as it's kind of hulking over you. And then you take a step back and you realize it's an old car.
Whew.
Hi guys, let's.
This is
It
the last
jumped at
time I'm
nothing.
walking
It's
in the
just
woods
a
at
car,
night with you people.
Donald.
It's a car that like
Yeah, I get
is parked in the middle of nowhere. You notice that the spine you saw, Donald, was actually like a pizza sign attached on top of it, like the one of the rectangular ones, and it says Andy's Funporium on it.
Oh, we're almost there.
Oh,
They just leave a
Yeah,
car
but
out here in the middle
why
of
is there a random car here? Is it unlocked?
Not unlocked, but one of the things that you can see is that there's tire tread marks where it pulled through as you like examine underneath the tires. So it looks like it's been recently driven.
Huh.
Let's go that way.
Is the car warm?
Not too warm, no. It's been off for at least a few hours.
We should see if there are signs that Jackie's been in the car. I'm gonna look in like the back seat.
Yeah, is there anything we could see through the windows? Inside?
As you look through, give me a what's it called? A think check.
Ooh. Jackpot. 18. So if I get to roll a 6 on a 6, do I get to roll that again?
Yes. They keep exploding.
Oh, so I get to keep.
Yep.
It keeps exploding. Okay, so. Alright, hold on. I gotta do math then. 18. So that was 18 plus 9. 14 plus 5. Okay, so that turns out to be 37.
Wow.
Whoa.
Damn, Donald,
I
you
rolled
smart.
3 6s and then rolled another 6.
Donald's like, I wish we could know how to get in there. And he goes, I see, and just breaks the window. No, you like look through the back window and you're like scanning of stuff. You don't see anything of Jackie's per se, but you do see some stuff that
My X-ray vision.
that kind of disturbs you a bit. You see, well, non-disturbingly, you see a box of like half-eaten pizza. Looks like someone been
Pizza in the back, guys.
Yeah. You see a variety of tools of some sort that have they look like almost like mechanics tools or even like building tools. They're kind of haphazardly thrown around in like an old toolbox, and you can see a fresh caked on mat. Well, not fresh, but an old of like some sort of brown stain on it. You might be too young to realize at first what this is. But the out of game, the very real, you can realize that this might be dried blood on it.
Come on, look at this. This is the pizza box over here, and these tools, and I don't know, this weird brown stain on the box.
Tools. We should take some of the tools. What if we need them to get into the Funporium?
I don't think we should touch this thing.
Okay.
It feels wrong.
But it's for the greater good.
Wonder how old that pizza is.
Hey, stop thinking with your stomach, okay, Bill?
And when Linus says it feels wrong, that dread kind of setting in with everyone again. Like, it feels like, honestly, it feels kind of messed up. But even more so, Donald, as you kind of looking around, you look out the other side of the window, and in the distance, you can see it. a familiar building.
Guys! It's right there. It's the Funporium.
Knock it off,
Is that
Donald.
where the tire tracks go? Did the car come from the Emporium?
You could definitely identify that. It seems to be like, well, it seems no. There's actually the tire tracks are coming off from like the expressway, but it seems like it's parked enough to the Emporium that looks like someone maybe parked it to try to hide in here.
Go to the Funporium.
I wonder what's in the trunk.
It's probably nothing good.
You're not wrong.
Jackie might be needing us. Maybe we should go away from this creepy car.
Look. If somebody used this recently, then they're going to be coming back to it, okay? And we don't want them to tip them off that anybody's onto them, especially if they had something to do with Jackie.
Yeah.
But we don't know that Jackie's not in the trunk.
How are you going to get into the trunk, though?
Does anyone know how to pick a lock?
There's a pull lever.
Oh, Donald, does anybody know how to pick a lock? I don't know. I'm 11.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know how to pick a lock. I don't know how to pick a lock. BL doesn't know how to pick a lock. Maybe Aisha does. I don't know. She walks out of convenience stores with...
I can break a lock if she holds up her
I
baseball
can't
bat.
I can't talk my way into a car if there are no people in it, unfortunately.
Look, Jackie's waiting for us wherever she is. She needs our help, okay?
I know.
And we don't need
Yeah,
to...
let's go.
Let's go. Let's
Here,
go.
1 second. I'm going to knock on the trunk. Jackie, are you in there?
How hard do you knock?
Knock pretty hard. Like minus...
As the alarm comes blaring to life.
Scramble!
Guys, let's
Hey,
go. Let's go. Let's go
Everybody
to the
back to the
Funporium.
Emporium.
BL's gone. Heading towards the Funporium.
Everyone, give me a give me a straight up move check.
Can't use any of her.
We're gonna say no, call
qualities.
no because unfortunately you take a little bit of a negative for what just happened.
Yeah. Yadabada.
Okay.
8.
16.
18.
14.
Okay, so 8,
Eight.
14,
16.
16. Donald.
18.
Awesome. Linus, the only one. Everyone kind of clears off into the trees as they hear the door start to open from the Emporium, from the parking lot. Linus, you kind of like duck into the bushes, like right by the parking lot, and which also gives you kind of like the front seat to this. As you see a hulking figure stand up, like definitely about like taller than any of your dads. Well, I mean, Linus wouldn't really know that, I guess, but definitely like maybe 6'5". The only thing you can't really see his face. But you can smell him though. He smells gross of like BO, like a strong stinging smell that sometimes you smell off your mom when the nights get too tough. He one of the figures surveys around before the alarm stops, and he kind of takes another step, and you realize he's coming towards you, but he doesn't look like he's seen you. Linus, go ahead and give me one more move check.
The cards. Come on now.
Fine. You gotta make it to the
Okay. That's a 12.
You stay still, even in the and you're because you're kind of in the bushes looking up like this, and you stay still even when he's right over you, and you can the only thing you can hear, you can feel kind of the dread creeping in. All of you can, is it's very emanating from here. Aisha specifically, you can see that the compass is pointing at this person. You look up and you can see a glint of red in his eyes, Linus. as he looks around. Go ahead and give me a fear check.
Okay.
Which is so straight up, it's straight up think or care, whatever one you would choose.
Straight up think or care.
So probably.
Oh, we're gonna do care there, Dave.
Yeah.
It's Linus's primo stat. Ooh, big money. It's the top 3, right?
Yep.
That's a 6, a 6, and a 5, so that's 17.
Awesome. You manage to hold your bladder down and everything else, and slowly he turns around and walks back inside. The rest of you can see it was a person of some sort, tall and like a pretty big figure, and they had something in their hand. Looked to be some sort of tool. And then the door shuts.
I even need to roll to know if he's a bad guy or not.
You want to? Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and get a think.
All right. So that is 6, 11, 13, 14, plus 16 in total.
You could tell, yeah, that's a bad guy. And not a bad guy that you've seen in any of your comic books, but like a real bad guy. Like the stuff that sometimes you get glimpses of when you like sneak downstairs and your parents are watching like Law and Order. Or like their true crime or their, rated R movies that you're not allowed to sit in and watch yet. Well, actually, you're 11. You're 11. You might be allowed to actually sit in. I always forget that you're like 11 and 10. I don't know if you let your 10-year-old.
They did this.
Yeah, probably not Silence of the Lambs, but like you probably were allowed to watch Law and Order. I feel like I was.
I definitely watched Silence of the Lambs.
I started watching Sopranos with my dad when I was 12 years old. Yeah.
So yeah, you this is like the real terror. Like this is what your parents would be afraid of.
So he goes back in.
Mm-hmm.
To the guys.
Opening the door.
He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy.
No shit, Donald. His eyes were red and he smelled like BL after a baseball game.
Holy shit, Big Dad, another donation for $41.
Nice.
I'm convinced that Big Dad is like actually like a very like wealthy like wunderkind that owns a company or something like that.
Big Dad.
Just like
I'm gonna, you know what? Because you donated this much, and we're at. I just realized why he did it though.
Why?
Look at the current donation, like what we're at.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, yes. That is very much his MO. Go to any of my charity streams that I've done, and it's very much been Big Dad that has manipulated the numbers.
It's 26669. God damn.
Oh,
nice. Nice.
Can't wait to walk into the
You're not paying toll fees.
The Funporium. Yay.
Big Dad, I'll let you decide one creepy shit that happens right now. As you're all kind of like getting, so yeah, you guys are safe for now that you've seen. You're all kind of gathered up in the parking lot. Big Dad, go ahead and private message me if you can. DM me. I'll let you do that because you donated into the stream and I appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Big Dad.
11 incentives.
When they go to the front door.
So I imagine that we don't want to go through the front door. So
the Funporium, as it were, is not looking too much fun anymore. It's boarded up. It's got boards over the windows, that locked door.
What's he doing in there?
Yeah,
what's he doing in there if it's all boarded up?
Bad guy stuff, Donald. I don't know.
Yeah,
What does Agent Kitty or Creep Girl do in the comic books?
I don't know. Well, no, Creep Girl, she's just invisible and she's an X-ray bitchy. She's just creepy.
Tom Murr, for donating, you can send me something as well.
Oh, jeez.
Because you put some, so you can cause this game to go straight into living hell. It's up to you.
So this is a donation.
Oh yeah.
Run. Choose your own nightmare scenario for the people that are playing.
All right,
awesome.
All right, Big Dad, I got you, buddy.
So is there like a window upstairs at all in this building?
No, so it's only like
open?
it's only like a single floor. Like, Because like most of these Chuck E. Cheese type places, it's only one floor.
But is there like a basement door at all to sneak into?
Let's take a look around. Let's scout around the
Let's
building.
go. Let's go.
Leave that ultra.
Come on, Ines, lead the way. Give me one of those triple stuffed Oreos, though.
No, they're for Jackie.
Stop asking.
I have said 2 cuss words today because of you. I don't want to say a third one.
No bad words.
Then stop asking for Oreos, Donald.
Superheroes don't say bad words.
I don't know. I saw a comic one time. It was called The Maximizer, and he had like this giant red star on his chest, and he had guns, and he'd like shoot bad guys, and then he said the F word one time to a bad guy.
No, we can't say that word.
I'm going to use I've got an eye for the little things, and I'm going to try to find either like a trash chute kind of thing, or like maybe like something to like dispose trash or something like that in the back where
Cap back on.
Or perhaps maybe a ladder or a fire escape to the top of the building.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I put my think cap back on to try to see what's the best way to get in here.
You do see like it's not too big. Like they're with the boards and everything. You could probably climb it if you really wanted to.
Excellent. I'm like, hey.
What?
Up here, guys. Up here.
Where?
Just right over here. You can just climb right up the boards.
All right.
Climb.
Yeah,
Climb.
and I'm gonna go
I
ahead
can
and
climb.
shimmy on up.
We're gonna shimmy on up like Agent Kitty.
Biel's gonna shimmy up.
Meow.
Oh, she likes to climb.
I'm glad I didn't wear a
What it-
dress today.
Is this just a move roll?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a move roll to climb this.
And I've got my I'm pretty good at climbing quality. Oof, glad I had that.
Uh-oh.
Ready.
Roro right.
That's not bad. Okay.
I got a 27.
To climb? Wow.
He's puts Agent Kitty to shame.
Oh. Okay
Like-
then.
He's like Mantis Man.
Wow. I was like,
Mantis, man. I love it.
all right. So you climb onto the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shimmy on up.
I rolled a 10, so I don't know if I have any difficulty getting up.
All right. Since you so it's Linus and Donald are up there, and Linus and Aisha. I'm sorry.
BL would
I'll
be
check my
climbing too.
Okay. BL.
Yeah,
give me
and
a
I'm
move
climbing as well. So.
I did 14.
14.
And mine was 10.
10. All right.
13.
So
Yeah.
Donald gets up a couple feet, misses a little bit of a sand hold, and starts to drop. But however, since someone here rolled was it like a 27,
Mm-hmm.
Aisha gets to grab Donald and is able to catch him before he falls.
Thanks, Aisha.
Linus gets to the top and holds down the skateboard to start helping people
Mhm.
up. Aisha don't need that shit though, apparently.
Aisha's been doing working on her arms.
It's like Mantis Man. Seriously, just crawled right up the side.
Cut away to Aisha's
Matt
workout
Malkin's also
regimen
been
this
working on
morning.
his arms as well. What's up?
Doing pull-ups and then stopping and then going one arm and then doing one arm pull-ups.
You can tell as you get up here, this place is
Creepy.
really cold. Even looking at the sky with the storm and the water starts kind of raining down. It's not the middle of the winter at all. It's September, October. And what starts coming down the sky isn't rain, but hail.
We gotta get inside quick. We're gonna get hurt. Ow!
Yeah, it's starting. It's a little bit, but you're like, wow, this is ice raining down. This water should not be freezing right now.
Isn't it fall or something?
Yeah. You see a hole in the open ceiling to the emporium.
Let me go ahead and scout out ahead, okay? And I'll let you guys know if it's
Go,
clear.
go.
And
Don't get caught.
I'm gonna go and I'm going to shimmy down and try to get the berries before letting them give the all clear.
Okay, I'll go ahead and give me 1 move check, Linus. It's gonna be a little bit tougher.
Sugar.
Yale is moving up to keep an eye on him.
Have a Red Bull. Make things go quicker.
And then 5. That's 15. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I muted. That was typing. So you move and you get down. However, it's a little bit of a rough landing. It's a little bit harder to climb. So you end up actually like just dropping at the last bit. Like you don't hurt yourself, but a loud echoes through the area.
I'm loud as shit. So
and everyone kind of follows you, I'm guessing, in. Whatever.
I'm doing a quick scan around the room before I tell them, because if I get nabbed, I want them to be able to run and tell the adults.
Go ahead and give me a think roll.
Okie dokie. And I've got an eye for the little things. Boom. Okay, that is good. That's good. Good roll. Good roll. 16.
You sit there and like you kind of duck behind you, like you're listening out, looking around. Everything's seemingly abandoned. It doesn't seem like there's anything here. That is until you start hearing movements from above in the vent, and you start hearing the grinding of metal, but not metal per se, like something like it's supposed to move. Like you hear the machinery moving, almost like something is up and walking, like an RC car or something, or an RC like action figure, but on a much bigger scale.
Mechanical mouse.
And then, I think that's a perfect time to take a break.
No.
So we'll be back in.
We'll
be back in 5 minutes. I'll let everyone simmer around. Thank you for everyone that's kind of been watching so far and enjoying themselves. I've been enjoying myself immensely, and we'll be back in 5 minutes and enter into the final act.
Welcome to Andy's Funporium.
God.
Emporium.
Well,
Hey everyone, we're back with One Night at Andy's A Little Fears, playing Little Fears today for SAFeCon 2020. Thank you to everyone that has donated during the stream and just so far in general. We smashed our initial goal of $1,000 and we are well onto our goal of $5,000. Currently we have raised up to $2,666.69.
If we get to $3,000 during this stream somehow, I will floss for, since I'm playing an 11-year-old, I will floss for 30 minutes straight. I will live stream it. I will do it. That's a challenge to anybody. I will floss on air.
I'll eat broccoli.
That's hey.
I'll
That's
dab. I'll dab and I'll do the whip. Not like I'll do that anyway, but still. The nay. Just the whip, not no nays. All right, so when we last left our group of children, Linus had just collapsed into Andy's Funporium and had the Funporium, and someone had discovered a very dark fate, some sort of thing moving around.
Hi, Kev.
So yeah, what do you do, Linus?
I'm going to very quickly. I'm loud. Ah, shit. Okay, I'm just gonna look at the hole and be like, "There's something down here."
Cool, I'm coming down.
I'm going to move out of the way. I'm going to get like maybe behind. Like, what room am I in? Am I like in the kitchen area?
So you are all in because it wasn't that far like deep onto the building. You're in the main like not auditorium but the main dining area.
Fuck. I mean, frick.
I heard that.
Get the F word. I didn't say that's out of character, Wes. He just knows he's in the danger zone. I'm going to find like a table to get behind or something.
Yeah, they're all like little like booths and stuff, so you just kind of slide under a booth.
Yeah.
Okay. And then everyone else drops down too, I'm guessing?
Yeah, she's gonna be quiet, try to be quiet on her feet and drop down as quietly as she can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Do the same.
So you all enter in.
Make a move.
No. Just for Linus already did what needed to be done to start this fun day off.
Oh, God.
Okay.
The Funporium, as it were. So you can see a little map on the the beginning of because you're essentially at the front of the Funporium, in the dining area. You see a little map where it's like the dining area, the party room, the arcade, the stage. So it looks like the Funporium is broken up into 4 different parts.
Alright.
For being like a 1-story building, it's pretty big, like in terms of like wide, like width.
A strip mall. And nothing but space.
Exactly. That's all I got.
Future Linus, if he survives this, is gonna grow up to be a real estate developer, and he's gonna fucking demolish this building.
So, what's everyone doing? So, is everyone just hiding right away, or?
There's something in here.
I think of a interesting solution of like how to best go about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hide and then check my compass for direction.
Okay. So I'll just go back in order. So Aisha, I'm gonna say right away, you see your compass and it points forward towards the stage area. But you're starting to also, all of you are starting to hear things like moving about slowly. And Donald, go ahead and give me a think roll. Oh, and because you're all in this Emporium for the first time, everyone give me a care or think roll because you're giving me a fear check. Because this should be scary.
I'll roll
Creepy,
that first
creepy
then.
as fuck.
So 10, 13. And I am hard to intimidate, so I
I have a 16 for that.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool. This is a great roll.
Now to roll the other one.
Yeah, I only got 4.
For your fear roll? Okay. So you're going to drop your wits down Gonna drop it
Okay.
down. We're gonna let it roll. You're gonna drop it down by 2, which is gonna bring you
Okay.
to 4.
A 4. Yep.
Yeah, which means you are currently scared. What's it called? Yeah. So you're currently scared, which means you are going to I'm sorry, I'm just checking right now to see like what the actual. Sorry, folks, because I haven't played this game in a super long time. So
It's
sometimes-
okay.
But you're doing fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. All right, so you failed at 4. Okay, so you failed by 1 grade. So you're gonna lose 1 point. Okay, so you actually only lose 1 point of wit, not 2. But you're also rattled, and in terms of like you can sneak and stay hidden if you want, Aisha. But you're scared for this round. Like you don't want to move.
Yeah, it's 7.
Okay.
A 7.
Mhm.
All right, that means you're also afraid, BL. So, but you haven't failed by a grade, so you're just rattled. So you're just like it's shaking up in fear for this like initial round. But you can both, you can still both give me hide rolls if you want. And then Donald, would you get fear again? You got 17.
Yeah, I think it was 17.
Okay, so yeah, you're good. And then what was your think roll?
That told her to be 10.
Okay. And then what'd you get, Linus? For your fear
I got
roll?
a 14.
All right.
Most.
So yeah, Linus and Donald are not afraid. They might be a little afraid, but they're not like shaking in fear. As like this, like it just remember what I said about the creeping dread. It's like up to 11 here. It is crazy. You're like this. I do not feel safe in this place.
This doesn't feel like a funporium.
And as you kind of think about what the best plan of action is, you're like, Jackie's got to be here somewhere. You notice that Aisha's compass is aiming towards the stage. So what you figure that Jackie has to be whatever kidnapped her, right?
Yeah.
So probably where the bad guy is.
That guy, he's tall.
That tracks.
And as you're
He
kind
has
of
red
just
eyes.
and as you're kind of like sitting here, you hear movement coming into a far off area. Then you hear movement coming into where you have that it's pointing you forward, and then finally you hear movement coming into the area you are now. So as you kind of like walk, as you're kind of standing there, you hear something stepping slowly and mechanically. It isn't quite horrifying. One of the animatronics, as it were, is still moving. This rabbit of some sort, almost like a bright yellow orange rabbit in a cowboy outfit, with like long like eyelashes, obviously meant to represent like a girl character. Kind of like, but it's like decayed. The fur has been matted off a little bit. The fake like fur, the kind of metal parts underneath are walking, and you can see that something has been like. It moves of almost an unnaturalness, as like you can see, like its parts kind of at its feet, dragging it across. Looks around. Everyone right now in this area, go ahead and we're going to do an average. You're just going to average hide check. The people that are afraid right now, you're gonna lose a dice from your dice pool.
What are we rolling?
So just give me a move check and then anything that like you could do for stealth.
I've got a -1 because I'm very loud.
Keep quiet on my feet. So if we Well, so if our pool is 4 and we -1, do we still just add the 3 together without taking any off? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that is a beautiful world, thank God. So is that
Not bad.
10.
10?
Yeah.
I got 12.
I also got a 12.
got a 17.
Okay,
Thank God for
cool.
those 6s.
It looks around for a second. Eyes tracking on you. Oh, wait, the stream just ended? Can someone refresh the stream?
I've still got the stream up.
Okay.
I've still got it.
Okay, sorry. It literally, like, I looked onto Gehenna, and it was like, the stream has stopped. Okay, no, we're good.
Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Oh my god, sorry. I, like, legitimately, like...
Look, yeah, I got you. I got you.
Sorry about that. That was a very real fear for me.
Yeah, Tom confirms.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, the rabbit that you all kind of remember as, like, the animatronic, like, the memories of this place start to come back, known as, the rabbit known as Jesse.
Yeehaw, it's Jesse here.
Pronging its, like, kind of paws onto one of the booths, you can see that out of the, like, because they don't look like normal, like, not only are they decayed, they look like they've been changed or modified in some way. Like, they're more evil looking. They look like something out of those, like, a horror movie that you would be allowed to watch in, like, October. Or, like, that video game you played once that, like, freaked you out for a few weeks. And as it's, like, hands go onto the booth that's peering over, and you're all kind of, like, underneath the booth, under the table, it looks around. Every turn of its neck, you can hear the clinking of like, metal as, like, the... And then spring back its hands, kind of ripping at the booth. It continues to start to walk into the other room. But you hear movement elsewhere. This is not the only thing in here. What do you do?
What do we do?
I'm going to put a hand on BL. I'm gonna be like, we need to stay calm. Okay? They're just robots, alright? There's only one monster we gotta worry about, and that's the big guy, the guy with the red eyes.
Alright.
Isn't that right, Donald?
Yeah. It's just that one big creepy guy.
Aisha, you okay?
Yeah, I think we got this.
All right. I'm going to start a distraction, okay?
All
I
right.
don't like something on fire.
I hold up the lighter. And I'm going to try to sneak up behind. Yeehaw, it's Jesse.
All right, go ahead and give me a, it's going to be tough. Give me a move check.
Jesse the jumping jackrabbit.
I think I know what you're doing, so can I actually distract Jesse?
So if you distract Jessie, she's like, well, how do you want to distract Jessie? Like, you want to jump out in front of her?
Actually, what I'll do is, what are we, like, hiding under a table probably?
Yeah.
What I do is, the table's movable.
Yeah, they are, yes.
So
One of the so not the
is,
booth ones, but like the other tables that are like out, you can.
What I do is I actually like shove one of the tables, like, so it actually, scrapes along the floor to make noise.
Okay.
So that way, creating like distraction to.
All right, so you want to just like so everyone but Linus is together, right? So you see Donald kind of like.
I'm gonna go off a little bit. I'm gonna go off from them. So.
Okay, so you kind of go down a few rows.
Yeah.
And then you just shove over the table. The table goes clang, like loud, and echoes through. And something that's a little bit disturbing to you, Linus. So, Linus, go ahead and make that move check for me right now. Is that you all can see just like the animatronic keeps going, but then the head spins back.
Oof.
The creepy smile on Jesse's face
Oof.
as it looks at the fallen table. The head rights itself, and the animatronic turns around.
16.
You manage to, you're behind it, and you can sneak up on it as it's going and it's looking, and you see it gets to the part where it's like, where the table's fallen, and you can see that Donald's underneath one of the booths, and it starts to look around for a second, and then it starts to drop and kind of bend over as it's almost going to look under the tables.
When it's like looking under the tables and stuff like that, I'm going to use that opportunity to pull out my pen. And I'm going to, it's my borrowed pen, and it can fight monsters. And I'm just going to try to like go for like what would be like a sensitive area for an animatronic or something like that. I'm going to try to find like the back of the neck or something like that. Try to like jam it into it real quick to disable it.
All right, just for everyone's indication, you have this pen. And this pen, what do you believe this pen can do?
I believe that this pen can shut this thing down. I only need to shut one of them down.
This pen can fight monsters.
This pen can fight monsters.
Now, okay. Go ahead, and if you want to, you can roll the normal roll, or if you want to increase the effect,
okay,
you can spend belief.
I'm going to spend a belief.
All right, which you only have 2 of, so you only got 2 shots. So you spend belief.
Okay.
And just tell me how. So, because this is your kid believing.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do to kind of hype yourself up? I guess in the moment, like.
So, thinking back to the times of watching the DVD collection, the things that his dad left behind when his dad walked out, he's gonna think of one of the times that he watched one of the movies that was like censored or whatever. Mm-hmm. It was like recorded illegally from TV that his dad had bootlegged, and he's gonna grab the pen and he's gonna jam it and he's gonna yell out, "This is what happens when you try to find a stranger in the Alps," and jam it into the thing.
Into like the base of like.
The base of it's like where it's like neck and head connect.
As it leans over.
You
see that it actually like, so Donald, you're like face to face with this thing as it peers down.
Yeah.
And it like opens its eyes as it notices you with that like cunning smile, and then you just see Linus come on top of it with the pen, and just as you shove the pen at the base of the animatronic's neck, something weird happens that you don't expect. Linus, your belief fueled in the fight that this thing could fight monsters, so it will. As it goes through, you see a shock start to run through it. Go ahead and give me a fight roll.
All right, and I do have as my
fight.
good trait,
Yep.
I can fight well when my friends are in danger, and I know how to stay brave.
I was just about to say that. Good stuff.
All right. All right. So let me see. I've got the highest here, but I can also roll the 2 lowest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Ace. All right, cool. I'm just gonna keep those. So I got 6, 6, 12, 17 plus. I know how to stay brave plus 3, so 20.
Okay, so you managed to get past the very difficult roll it was to actually like harm this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a 17, you said total?
I got 20 total.
Okay, so you actually even managed to make pass it with a grade too. So you get to do an extra point of damage plus the additional point. And as you kind of go through it, like the pen just kind of like it's like electricity surges through it, and the animatronic like not that it cries out in pain, but you can hear like this screeching noise come from it. as it kind of rattles about and like jolts back up, kind of throwing you back, and then it rights itself, looking at you. The pen still sticking out of its back.
And then I'm gonna say, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!" And I'm gonna light it on fire with the lighter. I'm gonna hit like the decaying part of it, and then just just click the lighter on, and just.
As you say, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, you go to set it on fire. Give me one more fight roll.
Hell yeah. Right. All right, that is going to be 15.
All right, so 15.
Mm-hmm. Yes, with the power of swearing.
So
Yes.
the what's it called? You do manage to light a little bit of it on fire, a little bit of the arm. As it looks down, it doesn't really notice it's on fire because it's a robot, but it does reel back from just like the pure balls your character has in order to use it. And it reels back, but now this is an on fire animatronic, and like as its part are starting to burn, you also realize it's probably a lot more deadlier. Anyone that's underneath can see that something else happens to you, Linus. You kind of back up and like a little bit of like, yeah, I did it, or like I heard it, and then you back up into something hard.
I'm gonna look up.
As you see the very familiar, and now you realize what Jackie was drawing, the lion animatronic performer looking down at you and clamping an arm as it goes and it bear hugs you.
Oh, fuck, it's Leopold.
Okay. All right. BL gonna try to
Right,
help.
so-
You drop your as it.
So I'm gonna try to help.
Mm-hmm. His lighter
And-
dropping to the floor. Linus's.
So while that's happening, Donald puts on his little
Ultra night
mask. And it's Ultra Boy to the rescue.
Oh yeah, BL's coming out
And like hiding my true identity and like trying to help wrestle this thing off of Linus.
All right, and then BL comes out.
swinging. She's coming out swinging
Are
at
you
this.
swinging at Jesse, or are you swinging at the animatronic you now know as Rumble, as you remember him?
thing that has Linus. She's gonna try to help her friend Linus.
Okay, it's gonna be. Yeah, so you're gonna use your baseball bat, and what is your baseball bat has a really interesting description, right?
Yes, it has +1 damage, +1 fight, and is incredibly good at making dents.
Awesome. So, you get the baseball bat. Go ahead and give me a fight roll. And then, what are you doing, Donald? You're just.
I'm trying to help free up Linus.
Okay,
Whatever
cool.
I can do.
Go ahead and give me a move check with that then.
All right.
And then
Move
Aisha,
check.
what are you doing? There's still Jesse to worry about too.
I would like to look for something flammable that I can touch to the flames on Jesse and transfer to the lion.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me a think check. Then.
Since she's swinging with her baseball bat, would I be able to utilize the baseball star thing?
Let me
Like she's
double check really quick. Yes, the baseball star. Yep, you're taking a swing.
okay. So that's a total of 19.
Awesome.
Man,
then-
Rumble messed with the wrong melon farmers.
You I just met Linus looks away. You just like and just swing away.
Swing away. Swing away.
You see, BL. What'd you get by the way, Donald?
10.
10.
Yeah.
All right, it's a little tough to get him out of that. You're trying, you're pulling him out, but Rumble is strong, and it's like tough. But you're like you're on him now though, so you're not letting Linus go now that you
I'm
got
not gonna
him.
let you take my friend.
But like he's still in Rumble's crushing grip, as it doesn't look like Rumble is trying to crush Linus. It looks like Rumble is trying to like move him as you see Rumble's chest start to like open a little bit, and you can notice that there's a concave in its chest.
All
right. You take a swing at Rumble, and bang! You make it squarely. You're aiming for the head, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You don't knock its head off, but you definitely like knock its neck off a few hinges, where it's kind of like hanging a bit, but it's still up and like twitching about and everything. Jesse looks over at the person that's been hurting it, or that did the most damage to it, or its friend so far, and it looks between Linus, it looks between BL, and it starts running. It starts kind of coming towards BL. Aisha, what'd you get for your think check?
I got a 12.
You got a 12? Cool. You're looking for something flammable. You notice that through all this, a lot of the chairs have been broken, just in terms of it, and there's a chair leg still available that if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do for my next move.
Okay, cool. So you take the chair leg and you just...
I pretty much stab Jesse with it.
All
in
right.
a place where Jesse's on fire.
Go ahead.
I might as well do some extra damage.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and give me a fight move.
Jack Nicholson nodding.
And what am I rolling for? What am I rolling for fight again? Apologies.
Fight is going to be the ability fight, and then anything like traits for you that you could think of or qualities.
Gotcha.
Are you talking trash when you fight?
Yeah, I'm probably going to tell it that it was a really shitty version of a rabbit.
All right, you get to reroll the lowest die because you.
Worst animatronic version of a rabbit I've ever seen. Yeah, I only get a 7 with that.
Okay, a 7. I'll say you managed to light your thing on fire, but you don't manage to do extra damage to Jesse.
Yeah, that's fine. That was going to be gravy anyway.
So yeah, it goes for you, BL. Go ahead, you're gonna roll, and we're gonna go ahead and give me a fight roll, but just a straight up fight by itself.
No add-ons?
No add-ons, because it's going for you.
Cool. This is good. Great, grand. Okay.
Okay.
This is definitely not a fighting emporium in here.
24.
Fuck.
What would you roll?
2 6s, and then a 5, and then I had another 5 and a 2.
Well, wait a minute. You can only pick the top 3. The top
Right,
3?
no.
Okay.
I had
Oh, because the rerolls.
Yes, I had 6 5 2, and then I re-rolled the 6, got another 6, and then I rolled another 5.
What? Wow. Yeah, it tries to like go after you. What's it called? Jesse tries to like fling its like flaming arm at you, and it cannot. You dodge out of the way. It's freaky though, because you're like you've never been terrified for your life before, but now you're starting to feel it. Now you're being like, these things want to hurt us.
She's gonna turn around and try to swing at this rabbit's head or something.
Okay, and then what's Linus and Donald doing?
So wait, is Linus free now?
Linus is not free yet. No.
I'm not free yet.
All right, so then I'm going to try to fight to try to free him from this thing.
Okay.
Can I make an observation check? I've got an eye for the little things and see if this thing's an animatronic, right? Can I see if there's any like kind of like hydraulic tubes or anything in its arms that are exposed because it's decaying?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay. Excellent. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. 4, 10, 16, 18.
All right, 18. Cool. Something that you notice about the parts in it, like for what the very rudimentary knowledge you have of like moving parts and animatronics, this thing should not stay up. Like this thing should not be moving around right now. If it's moving for very different reasons than the reality is. So there's not necessarily a weak point that you can spot in it. However, because you did get a pretty good score, though, I will say something that you do notice is like as you're kind of like getting flailing back and forth, your head kind of goes up, and you see kind of dotted across the ceiling are those little like sprinkler systems that they put in for alarms.
Yeah.
For fire alarms. And the freezing cold, you're like, You're like, well, machines don't like water, do they?
And I'm gonna be like, the thing thrash me, and I'll be like, Donald, the Ultra Boy, the sprinklers, water, sprinklers.
So,
What'd you get for your check?
For my fight check, it turned out to be a 14.
Okay, cool. That's actually enough to get Linus free.
Perfect.
So,
And then,
real quick before I get to you, BL, what's Aisha doing?
Yeah, I heard what Linus said about the sprinklers, and so I'm gonna jump on top of a table and hold my flaming splint as close as I can to the sprinklers.
All right. As you go to kind of go and activate the sprinklers,
Yep.
we're gonna. So you get on the table, and you're kind of running over to where it is, and you feel something grab your leg.
Okay.
Not Rumble, not Jesse, but you now notice what was coming through the vents. As you see a third animatronic that looks to be. This one is not something you recognized. It's not a creature that you. It's not a animatronic you remember from the birthday party. This is like a mix match of like all like these metal like these animatronics that you see, like the fur from one of the alligator's costumes, another from one of like the dog ones. The best way to describe it is like a chimeric spider.
Oh, that's not terrifying at all.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a fear check.
Fear check was rolling
So
what again?
highest of think or care. So you
Think
get to
or
choose.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have great for either, so I rolled a 3.
So you freeze up and you drop the flaming
Of course I do.
onto it's still it's yeah, and it drops onto the ground climb like it's still on fire, but this thing terrifies you. BL, what are you doing?
so I imagine when this thing comes out and tries to swipe at her, and she kind of dodges out of the way, she uses that momentum and the head coming closer to her level, and just swings like she's swinging at a t-ball.
Hey,
Bing,
batter.
bada, swing.
Fucking. Whew.
And I got a 17.
There you go,
All
Ichiro
right.
Suzuki.
There you go.
Fucking.
No passing grip, but you succeed.
Oh, yeah, I'll go.
So you kind of get it, you grip it, and you get a knock in, and then bang! And Jesse kind of flies back into one of the booths. It's Jesse's still moved. These things take a lot of damage, but you can see that her head, the rabbit has been caved into one part, and you can see exposed like exoskeleton. And it kind of looks at you, and then it starts. Jesse starts like laughing with a voice that almost sounds like a child you've never heard of before.
No.
Yeah, give me a fear check.
Sure. This is awesome.
Nick, no.
I mean, not horrible. I got a 7.
I've got a theory, and it's bad, and it's in my brain now.
Oh,
I
you're
don't like
scared,
it.
and you're like, what's going on here? And we're gonna go back around to the start of the order. Linus, what are you doing? You're free. Donald's freed you.
I'm grabbing my lighter, and I'm going to try to put it over the nearest sprinkler system away from fucking Chimera Bot over there.
All right, Rumble's gonna try to go for you really quick. Go ahead and give me a move roll. As you go to pick up the lighter and you go for it.
Would you say Oh, it's not a fight; it's a move. Okay.
Yeah, because you're trying to invade it.
Yeah.
So Aisha's caught up by this
I
like
am
spider
pretty good at
one.
climbing.
Rumble's currently free, and Jesse's staring down BL. Donald, what are you doing? Because you're kind of taking your action at the same time.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to fight with this thing and try to break it, with my superhuman strength and that I just freed Linus with. And
do you think you're believing really hard in that?
I do.
All right. Go ahead and roll me. We're gonna say we're gonna spend a belief. Roll a fight.
Roll fight. Oh god, it's my worst.
But we're gonna say.
Although, do I get to re-roll the lows because I am?
When I know I'm a hero, I'm the hero. Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll even say you can add in that because you're a comic book fan, it's gonna help you out because you are Ultra Knight, right? You are Ultra Boy right now.
Yeah.
I am. Okay. So re-roll that.
I got a 21 on my move check.
So that is an 8 plus 3. It's a total of 11. And the plus 3. Thank God.
Okay, so you got an 11?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not gonna do damage to this thing, but what you end up doing is you kind of like you kind of believe so you wrench your fist back. You're gonna fight it like Ultra Knight does.
Mm-hmm.
With your bare fist. What do you do? What is Donald thinking right now?
I was just thinking about like crushing this with it, as the superhero does.
As your belief kind of fills you and you spend that point of belief, you think for a moment, you're like, I'm the hero, I can do this. And you wrench back your hand and you throw a punch, and normally, and kind of everyone might look over for a second and be like, oh my god, he's gonna break his hand on this thing.
Yeah.
But then as you connect with Rumble, like his chest, because you're obviously you're not that tall, you see a part of it kind of cave in, and Rumble stumbles back, and Linus is able to avoid the grab from the animatronic lion and kind of get the lighter up to the thing. Aisha, what are you doing now that your fear is over? Really quick before we resolve that. Oh, you're muted.
You're muted. You're muted.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, apologies. I'm probably gonna try to kick the spider thing in the face.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead and give me a fight roll.
Rumble Timbo.
Are you talking trash?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk trash, and I don't know. My running shoes probably don't help me with that at all, do they?
You know what? For the situation, they're pretty nice shoes. They got the extra padding. I'll give it to you. Get the.
Everybody drink. There's a cat.
There's a cat on
It's
the
an
floor.
Agent Kitty.
All right.
It's a needy kitty.
Kitty. Mine are surprisingly leaving me alone this time.
Oh wait, who donated?
I got a 13.
Okay, cool. Wait a minute. Did Big Dad donate again?
So
really?
now we're at 269. 269, 669.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You get a solid kick on it on the spider thing, and it kind of hurts it, but the main thing is that it lets go, and you're able to kind of get away from it, which is what you're happy for. And as Linus takes the lighter to the sprinkler system, you hear the as water starts burning out everywhere on these things.
Cruel world.
Not that they don't melt, but as they kind of look at you, and like they start slowly, not that they short out, but they start sparking up, potentially making them more dangerous, but they are slowing down. You remember
Don't stop, Ultra Boy.
You remember something about how cold it was. And then slowly, because of this land and the belief that's in this land, you notice the water on them that has kind of fallen starts to freeze them as they slowly stop moving and freeze in place. It's almost like the end of Hocus Pocus when she turns to stone. It's just they try one more trying to grab you, and then they stop.
You did it. You guys, we did it.
The lights
Did
are-
it, let's do it. Come on, let's go find Jackie.
We gotta find Jackie.
Nobody else.
No Oreos.
Sounded like a child.
We get the big
laughing.
creepy guy, the big boss. He's the mastermind.
Nobody noticed that. Was that only me?
Notice
What
what?
did you notice?
It laughed. And it sounded like a child, like one of us.
Everyone did notice that.
We don't have time to think about that right now, okay?
Come on, we gotta get Jackie.
All right, I'm gonna I'm checking my compass because I'm assuming that the ones that have frozen, they would probably still register. I'm still checking my compass.
It's still pointing towards the stage area.
Okay, we should probably just go towards the stage. That way.
What do you think it's like? It could just be a recording, BL.
I head over towards the stage area just to kind of peek in so I can try to scope out the area. Just see if there's what's going on and if there's any interesting solutions to this.
All I know is I don't want to become one of those. So
You're not
let's
going
get
to.
Jackie
I don't think you're gonna
Jackie.
have any arguments.
I
get
offer a
Jackie
hand to BL to
and
help.
get out.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Donald's already over there.
I
follows
run over
Linus.
to.
You get to the stage area.
I grab my pen from the neck of
Oh yeah,
Jesse.
you can see on the pen there's like bits of oil and like grease.
Ew, that's dirty.
Just oil. It's fine.
Ew. Don't chew that pen. I've seen you chew your pens.
Stop chewing my. Speaking of chewing, stop chewing my.
Wally.
Wally, yeah. He's needy. He got fed and stuff like. I don't know. He's spoiled right now.
He's needy.
He's like, you gave me the dry food, Father. I clearly asked for the wet food. Give me the wet.
Give me the sea meat, father.
Yeah.
So you get to the stage area, and you notice the curtain's been pulled back, and all that there is a single door that says storage. And there's a light that's coming underneath the door.
Is there a keyhole?
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
Why don't you just try the knob?
One second, Donald. I mean, Ultra Boy. Whatever, whoever you are.
It's Ultra Boy. You
Okay.
can't tell who I really am.
Ultra Boy. 1 second. Can I see through the keyhole? Is it one of those old keyholes or is
Yeah.
it a new? Okay.
You see through the keyhole, and you can see the figure there for a second as it's working on something.
Let me see.
It appears. It looks like. Is that another animatronic? And it's like on the table. This one seems to be like a bird of some sort.
What if that's Jackie? What if he turned Jackie into an animal thing?
You can see that the chest is open, and almost like there's something that needs to be placed inside there. And then he disappears, going off, presumably to check something. You see footsteps fading away.
Let's get in there.
Let's get in there. Yeah, let's go. Try to
Is
open
the door locked?
Wait, I just opened it.
No, the door's opened.
Quietly.
Opening the door. Don't make so much noise. So what do we see?
The door, the bane of all role players.
Yes. Oh.
So who walks to the door first?
Well, I scope out, like, now that we have a better view, like,
And
anything interesting I see?
I'm the leader. I'll walk in.
Dude, we gotta scope out the scenario first.
What do you think I'm doing?
Cool, everyone.
You're just walking in like a fool.
I just want everyone to know with the nature of this game. Obviously, I talked about there should be some disturbing stuff that might happen. if you're not one for violence, if you're not one for the implied violence against children, this might not be super something to be comfortable with. I understand. Go ahead, just be ready.
Put on your own oxygen mask.
As Linus walks through the door, Linus, there's a few things you expected when you walked in here. One, that you'd find Jackie. Two, that maybe you'd find the other kids. And three, maybe that you'd be shocked at something terrible. But what you didn't expect was for a hammer to come flying off from the side as you enter the door and strike you in the chest.
No!
Sending you back through the door as you feel, and like you're a kid, and it was swung through with some force. As you're gonna go ahead, and you're gonna drop you by we're gonna say 4 points of damage.
You got it, Chief.
Can I try to look at him, see if I can help him?
Yeah. When he flies back, and as you kind of look in, you see the big hulking figure step in. Yeah, it hurts.
With my 10-year-old first aid.
You can go ahead and roll care if you want. That's perfectly fine. And this,
Alright, care.
You see what you now know as a man in
Can I
front
use
of you.
interesting solutions on this?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. Go away. That. Yeah, I'm healing like a 10-year-old. That is fine. I rolled an 8.
Unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit more than that. The wind is knocked out of him, and you can tell he's going to be bruised for a bit. You're like, man.
Wake up! Wake up!
You're not sure of it. That could have cracked a rib or something.
I'm pointing. I'm trying to catch my breath, and I'm like hitting Donald on the chest, and I'm pointing.
See the man step forward.
Right, I'm trying to help you.
Brandishing what now looks like a large carpenter's hammer. He's wearing a greasy mechanic suit. The name tag you can clearly reads Strauss, and he has long black greasy hair as he looks at you with a kind of sadistic looking smile and red eyes, and just kind of looks at the four of you and goes, "You killed my creations. But no matter. I now can make 4 more." And he kind of
hell no.
starts skulking towards you. What are you going to do?
Told you.
Everyone roll a fear check first off.
Yes,
And then Linus is like, yeah, you're right. You're right. I just got hit with a hammer. You're right. Okay.
5, that's 11.
Alright, 10?
Plus 6,
10,
17.
9.
17 plus 5 is 22. Plus 3 is 25.
Alright, only Donald passes.
Yeah, I got 11. Yeah, I'm fucking terrified.
It is, it's scary, and he's just no.
You're not taking down Ultra Boy.
No one cared when I took the other kids.
Well, you took our friend.
And he's going to
Give
swing.
us our Jackie.
He's going to swing at Donald.
And
I'm going to catch it, because I believe I can.
Okay, spend the point of belief. Roll me a fight roll.
I want to do something with belief too, with my pen.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so what do I need to roll again? Sorry.
Roll me a fight.
Oh God, I hate
But you
rolling
know you're
fight.
the hero, so.
How many?
Oh, thank God, that's 11 plus 3 is 14.
Okay, cool. And you're spending a point of belief? Your last point?
Yeah. No, I have one more. So I spent 2.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you have 3 because
Right.
you're 10 years old. Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's your age minus 13. So it's funny. The older you are, the less belief you have, but the younger you are. And
Which
because
is something similar with Tales from the Loop, right?
Yeah, which is what I thought that was really interesting. Because Little Fears, at first I'm like, oh, I wonder if they looked at this game when they were making it. I'm not gonna lie.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You're not stopping Ultra Boy.
You know, very on, like, you get the idea, Donald. Like, you're not done, Donald. You're, like, probably the smartest one out of this group. That if you guys lose here, it'll be bad. It'll be something worse than what you could have never imagined. So you're just going to catch the hammer. You're trying to fight back. So he goes and swings the hammer, and you just believe that you can block it, that you can take it, and it hits your hand, and anyone watching probably expects your hand to like break on impact, but then you stop it, like you did with the animatronic again. And you kind of like force him back,
like, no,
stumbling back into the room, the workshop, as it were. Aisha and Biel, what are you doing?
Biel is going to take out her pen after seeing, and I'm going to spend a point of belief, and she's going to go after the guy and try to incapacitate his leg. She's imagining that this is like going to give him some searing hot pain as she punctures his leg.
Okay, go ahead and give me a fight roll.
Okay. Come on. Okay.
laser eyes.
19.
19. You, in a very, he doesn't even react to it, but he does drop on its leg. He just is like looking. He's almost inhuman in the way he can take pain. But you can feel like the fresh warmth of like blood as you stab him in the leg. And he kind of goes out. Aisha, what are you doing? As he reaches out for Biel.
What am I doing? I want to run in that room and look for Jackie.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to do.
Yep, go ahead and roll me a think roll. Actually, go ahead and can you roll me a you can do think or care if you'd like. I know it's higher for you.
Sharing is caring.
They are both the same, and neither of them are great. Yeah, I only got a 4.
Okay, you look around. You can't find Jesse immediately. The only thing that's here is like there's like some bookshelves, which appear the work table, and you as you run in, you see like the animatronic up more closer. You realize it's not done yet. And a large toy box.
Okay.
And as we kind of go, Linus, what are you doing? As you're like finally getting your breath back.
Oh god. I'm gonna go try and help BL. I'm gonna go for the other leg. Actually, no, I'm gonna go for his hammer swinging arm.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my pen, and I'm going to spend my last belief point. And I'm going to believe that what I'm doing is powerful enough, is strong enough to make him drop his hammer.
All right, cool. You want to believe? Go ahead and roll me a fight roll. As his one hand goes on to BL, who's like obviously at like level with him now, and his other hand like holding her there. He goes to swing back as he aims for her head.
And would you say that my friends are in danger?
Oh yeah, BL is definitely in danger.
Okay.
There's just a hammer coming from my head.
Yeah, just a hammer.
Oh, that's 2 6s.
You're in danger now.
That's 2 6s. 1 second. Okay. It's 2 6s and a 5. So 12, 17.
You add 2. So you're at
Keep going.
Yeah. 19. And then 20. 23. And 28.
You believe it. You surpassed what would be considered a legendary difficulty. As you think to yourself, you're like, BL goes and stabs, went and stabbed him. Was like, I believe I can beat this guy. And you go and you're like, I believe we can beat this guy. And as you go through, you kind of stab your pen into his arm, and you watch as like black, like the blood starts pouring out of it, and you can see like the veins spreading, almost like as it's like poisoning him. and his arm like kind of stiffens up, his hand, and he drops the hammer to the floor.
Not today, fuck butt.
Hammer time.
Donald, what are you doing?
I using my last bit of belief, I want to pick up the hammer and smash him in the head with it. Not my friends.
Go ahead and roll me a fight. And add another dice for having this hammer. Well,
Adding a die?
yeah, add a die for.
Like not the Marvel,
What's that then?
the mythological Thor,
Right.
Odin's son.
Yes.
Yes, seriously. Hold on. So that is 5. 5, 11. Oh, it's spinning. Ooh, 11 plus 6 is 17. Plus 5 is 22. 22 plus. Do I have any additions on that?
You could probably add. Did you re-roll your lowest die because you know you're the hero?
I did,
Okay.
and that's what I got my 6s out of. So I'm
Okay,
up to
cool.
22 because of all that.
Awesome. Yep, that'd be it then. So real quick question, and it might turn out a little
And that
different.
was my last.
Belief point. Yeah, you believe you can beat him. Which side of the hammer do you use?
I'm a hero. Oh, I use the pointed sides.
Oh no!
He's kind of down on one knee and his like arms. So you take the pointed side and you swing away, and with like both your force, you're like, if it worked for.
I am Thor.
Yeah, pretty much. You swing and you watch as the side of the hammer of a sheik embed itself into the side of this guy's head. Congratulations, you've just committed murder at age 10. You watch as you see the
I'm a
red light.
superhero. It's for the greater good.
For the greater good. You watch as the light drains from his eye, and he, with a thud, falls to the ground, the hammer still sticking out of him. And then everyone give me a fear check, because they've just now seen a dead body and see someone get killed in front of them.
What is fear? Is that just thinking care?
It's care, I think.
Care, I think, the highest one.
I mean,
6.
I am not good at the fear check.
Okay, this is really tough for everyone, because
6, 12,
there's a difference between seeing a monster
14,
and seeing someone get
11.
murdered in front.
14, 17, 22
11
with
plus
my rerolled
3
6s.
is- I have a 14.
Fucking Linus
All
is
right.
fine.
This is going to be a difficult check, so it looks like only Linus got through.
Very brave. I'm a big brave boy.
You know what you... Okay, Donald, starting with you, know what you did was, you had to do it,
It was for the greater good.
but you're still
I'm
scared
a
of, like, the...
superhero.
So, you got a 6, Aisha?
Yes.
Okay, 6, so you failed by... This is 15... Passing grade. 3 passing grade. Which means you're gonna lose 3 wits.
Okay.
Which you were pretty scared before. Now you're properly... Well, you were at what? You were at 5 wits before, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so now you're at 2, so now you are like... You're like... You might have pissed yourself.
Oh. Did I lose any
Probably
wits?
pissed myself.
No, you didn't lose any weight. You're just, Donald, you're just shaken. But you didn't get any failing grades because you rolled a 13, and the check was for a 15. Would you get 10? Alright, so you lose a point of wits as well, which I think drops you into the scared tier as well. Oh no, are you at
I'm
5?
still at 5. That takes me to 5.
Well, 5
No,
is...
wait,
Yeah, 5 is
wait.
the scared tier, because it's 5 and then 5.
Oh wait, hold on. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Equals think plus 4. No, see, I'm reading it backwards.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, what's the line through? Yeah, it's the line is how many dots are filled out.
Okay, so no, I'm sorry. That takes me to 3.
Okay, yeah, you're terrified. And then Linus, you're like,
boy.
you're like, we did what we had to do. Like, you don't. Maybe it's just because you don't care about anyone else but Jackie right now.
Yeah.
finding Jackie. But something that kind of like the fear isn't even just from the dead body. It's from you see black ichor start to leak from the nose and mouth and the eyes of this whoever this Strauss guy was. And almost like a living thing starts to funnel out of him and blinks away into the vents, disappearing.
Away with you.
Great. Now we gotta have an It chapter 2.
That's the
And
next con.
The last breath that this person says as like the ichor's leaving is, "I am the toy maker," and then the rain
Donald.
stops, the storm stops, everything is quiet
Donald,
Jackie.
except
Donald?
for
I want to open that toy chest because that's probably where Jack.
Who was saying, Donald? You or Aisha?
Donald, check with BL. And I'm going to go over with the lighter, and I'm going to check the animatronic, the open whole thing, because Aisha's going to the toy chest. I'm going to the open animatronic that's on the workbench.
Yeah, you okay?
yeah, this animatronic looks like you could fit someone inside of it if you really wanted to.
Are there like knobs or anything inside of it? Any like a chair? Like, is it like the baby alien inside the dude from Men in Black, or is it?
It looks like
Nice.
the way that it would work is almost like a puppet system. So there's various wires that look like they would attach to you that would like somehow.
It's the Puppet Master.
I shove it off the workbench.
It clatters to the ground. And as Aisha pops open the chest, you hear shaking and shivering as you see Jackie in her pajamas, shivering,
Jackie!
looking very like cold and gray.
Jackie! Give her coat, Aisha.
Yeah, I take her coat off and put it on her. Oreos for everyone.
I just take,
Oreos!
I just take the backpack off, and I just kind of drop it by Aisha, and I'm like, we need to get out of here. And I'm trying to look for a crowbar.
We could say you find it. The hammer can work as a crowbar.
Oh, I had
You
to
gotta
fucking
dig it out of
grab-
his
I had to do
head,
that. I'm
though.
not gonna touch that guy's head. We'll go to the crowbar, and I'm gonna go to one of the
Like-
other animatronics that are out in the dining room.
Yeah, the kids and the other robots.
And I'm going to try to pop open. The Jesse one is like frozen in
Yeah.
like one of the dining booths. So that the ones that's like laying on the ground. I'm gonna try to pop open the Jesse Tron 5000.
I'm gonna try to pop open the one that that was holding Linus that I wrestled him out of.
As you pop them open, you're kind of both given. I wouldn't even make you roll for fear for this, just because it's like we're in the epilogue of things. Kind of terrifying sights. You see what you assume to be the other kids, but they've gone cold. It seems there's not like any signs of an overt force or trauma or anything like that. It just kind of seems like whatever made them tick was gone. You look back. Oh, so you look back at Jackie, and you kind of realize, maybe that you've probably saved her from something really bad happening.
Just in time.
We need to go get some adults.
Yeah, I think it's probably time for that.
Nyxx, I think you're muted.
Oh my god, were you trying to
hear
talk the
you.
whole time? I'm so sorry. I can't hear
Nyxx,
you.
you're muted.
It's probably hardware, Nyxx, not software.
Oh no, are you muted on?
Check your Bluetooth.
Did it die? No, you wouldn't.
I
hear
don't
us.
know that she can hear us either.
Okay, she can hear
Yeah.
us.
They can hear us.
We're playing.
They, yes.
Also, check your settings on Zoom. Make sure that your microphone is connected.
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
sometimes I hit the microphone button itself. No. Ultra Boy believes that you could speak.
How about now?
Yes.
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 Great. No, that's a bad sign. No. Great. Cool. I'm gonna have to check my headset. I just switched my mic.
It's possible that it just died really quick if you had a charger or something.
That's what I did. Is I turned it off and back on. It's still good. I'll check it later. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. What did BL want to do? Look, it's
No. BL is just like I told y'all. Yeah. Y'all told me no, but I heard it laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, BL, you were right. You were right,
right.
BL. Baseball Star was right.
Donald goes and gives BL a hug.
I don't like being right.
And as you start to kind of turn, the animatronics and the people in it just start to kind of crumble away into dust and fade. And
Oh shit! None of the adults are gonna believe us now.
you can feel the dread as it looks like the shadow that's been covering his face also shrinks away. Almost like, it's like almost like removing a filter off of a picture slowly as it pulls off and yanks off. You could actually probably follow it to where it was going if you really wanted to. You could.
Ultra Boy has more work to do here.
What do you do? What do you want to say, Lens?
Linus is about to move towards it, but then he looks at Jackie and he shakes his head. And he's just like, we need to go home.
You see it shrink through a door that glows with a color that is very strange, like a bluish color. And the rest of it, as the rest of the shadow and the darkness goes to the door, you hear a lock, and the light fades. The door doesn't really say anything that would say it's another room. It's just a utility closet.
Linus goes over to it and just kind of opens it up, holding the crowbar.
It's just a closet.
You want the hammer?
No, let's go home.
Yep.
Let's bring Jackie home.
Can I have a cookie now?
Yeah, Oreos! Oreos for everyone!
The sun starts to shine at night as you leave the Emporium. The storm has passed. And you take Jackie home just to kind of go over what happens at the end of it. What's your story when they asked you? Do you let Jackie return on her own, or do you return it to the house? Did you guys all bring her there, or do you let her just go back?
We all bring her there.
We bring her there.
Yeah, we bring her there.
They probably ask you what happened.
She
We
just
found her in the
wandered.
woods.
Aisha tells the whole truth and is willing to roll for it.
You tell her about the you talk to them, they just don't believe you, and they think what you
Found her in the woods.
Yeah, they kind of believe that story, especially if everyone else doesn't stick to it. Like, you could tell them, they're appreciative that you got her back, but they're kind of like, oh, you're just hearing things. It's okay. Like, you just went through trauma, and
Meanwhile, I speak as a 1 and I'm winning.
Linus goes, doesn't matter. She got found. That's what's important.
She's home.
BL doesn't say anything.
You are the good things that come out of it kind of don't really make up for the bad things, but the good things is, Jackie's back home and safe. They eventually have a get well party after she seems to have recovered. And when you're all kind of alone and private, she gives you all a hug and thanks you for saving her. She tells you that she went off to find it all by herself. one night because she kept seeing things at the window and having weird dreams, and that's what led her there. She's not sure what that person was doing, but she prays she never finds out what he was going to do to her. And
We're here together.
yeah. Oh, and your parents buy you like toys and stuff because you found a missing girl, so you should be rewarded for what you did. You're talked about in the local newspaper. Although eventually that fades in obscurity. But every so often, when you're alone at night and you're sleeping, you look at your closet and you can swear for a minute you can see that familiar glow. Although once you hit 13, 14, it ends and it's over. You never see it again. But that's kind of the thing, right? That kids have these fears, imaginary friends, tall tales. But it's all about growing up.
I'm Superboy.
And eventually, you get over your little fears. That's where we end our tale. I hope everyone enjoyed this playthrough of Little Fears. I know it got a little bit intense at the end there, and I respect everyone. I'm happy that I'm glad that everyone was able to get through it, and we were able to address it in a decent manner. I apologize for anyone that might have been a little shaken because of the matters we got into at the end. I hope everyone had fun though for the majority of it.
Oh yeah,
not all of it. So
you did a great job, Nick.
You did a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
this
really
was
do.
fantastic.
I had a fucking hell of a time running it for you guys, and you were all great and brought these kids to life.
So now we get to play season 2, the grandkids.
I'm always down to run this again. I will be honestly down to run this again eventually. I think so too. Really quick, we have Big Dad donated yet again. It looks like.
Oh, it's
Big Dad.
It keeps saying the same thing. Is it him? Yeah, is it him? It says he's the last donation, but I feel
I'm bringing up. Yeah, let me bring up this Tiltify.
I don't believe you, Big Dad. I don't believe you.
It's for the funporium.
It's not that I don't believe him. It's that. Oh, I actually, yeah, I think.
Is it him donating the same amount?
I got top donors right here. Yeah, it's.
Is it him just donating the same?
Peril's just donating like 10s and 2066. Tom donated some. Big Dad donated
I saw
some.
That. Tom was the reason why the water froze.
Yep.
And and then Big Dad was the reason why there was what's it called?
Chimera spider.
Yeah, there was the Chimera spider. Yeah.
Oh, I hated that.
And Big Dad's wife is still the biggest donation, 125. So
regular size mom.
Yeah, regular size mom. Not that wonderful family. And yeah. I'm so excited. It was awesome. Damn, that was. I hope everyone had a great time.
I did.
We're not done just yet. Let me pull up the schedule really quick before I end the stream.
Mm-hmm.
About everything so far. Oh, give me 1 second.
Tell us what more we have to expect on the final day of SAFeCon.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for right now. And apparently I have this everywhere else. This schedule, but it's here that I don't have it. Wait, let me go into announcements. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. It's fine. Yeah, okay, cool. What we have left forward, at 5 o'clock, so a little less than an hour, we're gonna be seeing a 10 Candles actual play, which is great. I love 10 Candles. You should definitely check that out. At 8 p.m., we're gonna be running the closing with Jack from the Bodhana Group, which is we're gonna go over everything that happened. Him and Ian, it's gonna be awesome. And then 8:30, a little bit of a nightcap, a little bit of a treat for everyone. We're gonna send off Save Against Fear like Gehenna sends off every con, with a Dark Ages Vampire the Masquerade game, 5th edition. Oh yeah. Oh, you're muted, Ben. Or not Ben, muted Wes.
Sorry. Do we have the Dark Ages guest? Do we know who it is, or is it a big surprise?
I'm not allowed to say anything. I won't say anything.
It's always a big surprise.
Who says Who says it's a guest? Who's not to say it's guests?
But I'm holding it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like it's always a good surprise though. I can't wait to tune in for that.
But yeah. Thank you everyone that donated so far. But before we end up, let me go ahead and let my fellow people plug their shit, as it were.
but that's personal.
We're gonna start with Linus, played by our good pal Wes.
Yeah, hi, I'm Wes Franks. Like I said at the top of the show, I'm Brother Wes with Carrying Comfort Studios. It's a Twitch stream channel just like this one, but a little bit different. Twitch.tv/Carrying Comfort Studios. We stream every Saturday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Saturday and Wednesdays, we stream at 8 p.m. Central Time, not Eastern. And we typically play video games of different kinds, or right now we're working through the game Control. It's really fun. On Sundays, we either have watch parties of horror movies. We do Carrying Crash Course, which is a panel series that I'm doing where I take professionals in different industries or different parts of the tabletop community, and I get them together, and it's typically people that you wouldn't expect to see on panels or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we just take a topic and we break it down, we talk about it, and we spend a solid 3 hours just learning what we can and educating ourselves on things in a very safe and open air forum, and trying to provide a platform for especially marginalized voices, people in the LGBTQIA plus community, as well as those that are BIPOC individuals as well. And then tonight we're watching 30 Days of Night as a late night fright watch party thing. So if you've never seen 30 Days of Night and you want to watch a horror movie, come on at 7 p.m. Central and check it out, or check out more games here at SAFeCon. And then October 25th, Iron City by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition chronicle set in my town of Birmingham, Alabama starts. We've got Ravnos from Gehenna Gaming. We've got Aid from Gehenna Valley. We've got a close personal friend, Kevin Peterson, the one janitor, who is playing it, as well as Ellie Collins from ATL by Night. So it's going to be a great time. So check that out, October 25th, 7 p.m. Central. That's a Sunday.
It's going to be a lot of great people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nyxx, you're up next. Plug your stuff.
It's hard to follow that. I mean, how do you follow that? All that. That's great. No. I am Nyxx, commonly known as Nyxx the Gnome on Twitter, Discord, everywhere. I don't have like super awesome things yet, but I just launched my own play-by-post vampire server based in New Orleans, called Cajun Knights, a very welcoming community to even with new players. And we have some really big plans in the works for taking it beyond a server, so I'm excited about that.
Where can they find you on Twitter if they want to learn more about that? _gnome_Nyxx with 1X is my Twitter. And you can also just find me in Gehenna Gaming server. Just hit me up. I'm cool there. Yeah, poker, and let her know you want to play Cajun Knights. All right, now, Jay, Memnock, which one of you wants to go first?
Let him go first.
Hey, Devin, Memnock on Discord. I have nothing to plug. I was here for fun, and I hope you guys had fun too.
I am Jay, and I am One Unbeating Heart on Discord, but you can also find me on Twitter at One Unbeating Heart as well. I am here, a fun player, and just enjoying the games, and just trying to see what's out there and what creepiness can be devised.
I'm really happy that Jay and Memnock decided to play. They are two awesome GMs.
Thank you.
That found
Thank
Gehenna
you.
through PAX Unplugged, and they're like rock stars. So awesome, and we have all cats now. That's great.
I'm missing my cat. Where's my Hades?
Nyxx's cat does not look
Found.
Sonic is up, please. You saw the glare yourself.
3 cats, several cats. Well, but seriously, everyone, thank you. Everyone have a great day. Check us out back at 5:00 p.m. EDT, and enjoy yourselves. All right.
Thank you, Nick.
Nope.
Thank you, Nick.
I'm so happy.
Thank you, Nick.
That was
Thank
so
you
much fun.
by donating. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
See
to
you
everyone
guys
that has
later.
donated.
Enjoy SAFeCon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.